Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna send it right now. Hello everyone, it's me and Vinnce 12, the man, the myth, the Vinnce 12. I'm gonna
There's
just.
only one of me, and thank God.
I don't know why there would be multiple Vinnce 12s.
Well, Vinnce 1 through the 12. Come on, don't be
Nah,
stupid.
well, that's the difference between you and me. When I realized that there were other biomans, I went out, I hunted them down, and I murdered them.
Good. You gotta do it. Or you gotta be like that Jet Li film, The One.
Oh, there's a movie coming out that's basically the one, but like a different, but it's different because there's a lady instead.
At last, finally,
At
at
last,
last, finally,
the one, the one, but femoid.
finally. Let me tell you something. I've been wanting a female. What was the name of the movie again?
The one.
Yeah, I've been wanting a female that. Let's femalize everything. Finally,
I
at
love,
last.
I love female the one. Or it might not be that, but when I was watching it, like I was watching No Way Home for like the third time, and fucking um the trailer for it came up during the preview section, and legitimately I looked over to my friend and I was like, oh, they're remaking the one, and then
Who cares about the one? To be fair,
I don't. I know it
that was
exists,
alright.
and I know Jet Li's in it.
There's like some thing where it's like alternate dimensions of himself, and
Oh yeah,
you
some
go around killing them, and you get stronger for each one that you kill.
yeah, something like that.
So like people used to say it was a ripoff of the Matrix in terms of style, but it was
It's
more Matrix and Highlander.
Matrix and Highlander. I can see Highlander because it's like you kill all until there's one left, but I don't see it. It just kind of had like coat like leather jackets or whatever the fuck.
It didn't have Queen.
It does not have Queen. That is true. All right, so enough about the one. Can people hear me?
Never.
Yeah. Enough about the one. We have Deviantart to talk about. So,
I haven't been on here for a while.
and for good reason, because it has not gotten any better. To be fair, though, these stories are all from like 2015 or earlier. So,
See, I'm a nice guy. I don't like to punch down.
don't
Like
worry.
you.
I mean, these guys have better views than I do, so it's not punching down, frankly.
Doesn't
Yeah.
really count because a lot of this, like the one thing about DeviantArt that you really come to understand is that it's very easy to find like a specific circle to
Oh, am I quiet?
just isolate yourself from everyone else.
Am I quiet? Can you guys hear me?
Oh, sorry. What was that?
One of my friends messaged me saying that I'm quiet. Can you guys hear me in the chat?
I hear you just fine.
Well,
That's
yeah.
all that really matters, honestly.
Yeah, no one else.
The rest of you people.
The fucking everyone else is just doesn't matter.
This is private. This stream is just for me, for my sake.
Yeah. It says that it says that its audio is picking up. Let me check the chat.
No, we both kind of sound soft. I'm just listening to it now.
Huh. I don't know how to deal with that because you're right next to the microphone on my end. Yeah.
Are
It's
you
a
sure
new.
that you're a bunch of racist people?
Raptor says he can hear us, so I mean, might just need to turn up your volume if you can't, because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I can hear. I can hear myself on the stream. Okay, so yeah, my friend said we got better. Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so we got.
So what are we reading now again?
We have 3 stories going tonight. We have Letters from My Killer Sister by Jenny Marionette Comic. The Tall Man by Dragon Kate 217. And
I'm loving these profile pics.
And Flame Freak Dash Origin Backstory by Unlucky Arachno Freak. It's hard to hear Vinnce. Come on, damn it.
How much louder do I need to be?
I don't know. You sound pretty loud to me, but
I am French kissing this microphone right now. I am giving it the most sumptuous microphone blowjob in the world.
I don't need it here. So, Vinnce, which story sounds most appealing to you?
The story of how I left and went to sleep.
Okay. Letters from My Killer Sister it is then.
Okay. Yeah, fuck you too.
Would...
2 years later after what?
Oh. Yeah, I suppose that is a great end. Okay. I'll read it. So, first sentence. I don't know what time wasn't established, so we're just 2 years before the beginning of the universe. On a spring night around 4:33 in the morning, no commas in between, no spaces between those commas. Okay.
My eyes are fucked up because I read, for some reason, I glanced at that and I said 4:30 in the morning AD. After death of Christ.
Yeah, no.
That'd be awesome.
This takes place during like the fall of Constantinople or something.
When the Tower of Babel was destroyed by the Almighty.
By God himself. A 10-year-old boy have woke up from a loud thump from kitchen. Oh. This is a good start, frankly. He went to check on it and saw nothing but only his pet dog sleeping on the cold floor near the back door.
Why is this random fucking capitalization?
Yeah, no, it's
really... these aren't actual descriptors, these are titles. The official door, the one door in the house.
Yeah, I'm really getting fucked. It's giving me real Chris Chaney kind of vibes. The fucking random capitalization for no reason. Also, the no spaces between punctuation marks is really fucking me up.
What's really fucking me was the fact that, okay, we're reading like a spooky, scary story, allegedly, and one of the things that's being recommended on the side is Selena Gomez Selena Gomez and Taylor Swift albums that some people made.
Yeah, no, for me, it's just Demi Lovato.
At least I get like one person who made a decent song. Why do you got
I got Demi Lovato. You know, I got Demi Lovato fan art for some fucking reason on my side. He thought he hear a thump. It's really hard not to make the racist Japanese voice.
I was gonna joke like, are you sure you're doing this spell? He really thought he heard a Trump. It's like Donald Trump, like outside of his lawn, making aggressive tweets every 5 minutes.
Thump is like the Dr. Seuss equivalent.
That reminds me of that fucking. There was like this dude who was like a huge on Donald Trump, and he was like some Japanese guy who would like he made this comic that was like Donald Trump but like a cute bunny.
I hate that as a mental image. I'll put it on the stream after when we're done. Where the fuck was I? Hear a thump, but start walk back to his room. When he got in his room, he found a bloody teddy bear was on his bed in the moonlight that shine from his window. Period. Under the teddy bear, the boy noticed a note under the teddy bear. Thanks for this. I'm a big fan of this line.
This is weirdly articulated. He pick it up. Like I am 99% certain that English is not this person's first language.
Almost certainly not. Or
no, but probably not their native language isn't their first language either.
Yeah. That was funny. That was a good line. He picked it up. He wondered who it was from? Question mark. No space. Before read it.
Before Reddit existed, we had always had.
Before Reddit. BR. Like the fucking like BC, but it's BR before Reddit.
Jesus killed himself because like he sacrificed himself to prevent Reddit from taking over.
He killed himself because he got downvoted on Reddit. He lost all of his karma. Before Reddit, he also noticed that his window was wide open. Wide open is two different characters.
Wide open like your mom's legs. Oh. Take that, person who wrote this, wherever you are.
Jenny Marionette comic is just got fucking owned.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
He began reading the letter.
It only took us like 7 years to get to your story.
He closed it shut and turned on his light stand. This is really fucking hard to read. He began reading the letter. He suddenly started crying. The sound of his crying, made his parents coming to his room.
Oh yes, I love it when he's depressed. Honey, take this. Is this his parents like listening in with like they put the glass to their ears against the wall? They like deliberately like put things in there to make him upset, like it looked like that fucking plushie from what was it called?
I know.
The killer doll, the clown doll.
Yeah, Poltergeist.
Yeah.
They have to put the Poltergeist doll, the clown, just to fuck with him.
So I could get his sweet, delicious fear. His parents are Pennywise, basically. They get off on it.
His parents, Pennywise and Freddy Krueger. Where the fuck? Coming into his room, I say. They saw him hugging a bloody teddy bear in his arms, opposed to hugging it with his fucking ears.
Maybe hugging it with his legs.
Yeah, it's in guard.
Like a headlock. Putting the fucking teddy bear in a triangle hold choke.
He put the teddy bear in guard. He's working for submissions.
Oh my god, he got him in rubber guard. Raining elbows down on the teddy bear's hair. There's stuffing everywhere.
Oh, it's Nate Diaz. That's the character we're reading about.
The story takes place with Diaz brothers.
Yeah.
Like, the sister's actually like Nick.
Yeah. You see, that's why he immediately closed his window when he saw that it was open, because he's in Stockton, California, and someone will jump in.
Stockton, bitch, slap.
Yeah, slapping the teddy bear. He saw that. Okay. They saw a letter in his right hand. His parents were able to decipher the writing on the letter, and it said, "You want to do?"
Joseph Robertson. If you read it, you may wonder why. Wait, this is supposed to. I don't know how to do a Diaz brother. Like, if you read, you've been wondering why you got a bloody teddy bear in a letter today. The reason why the gift from me. They kind of have a weird. I don't know. They talk.
You sound more like Mike Tyson, to be honest.
Same difference. They both smoke weed. They fight people.
Yeah, fair enough.
I told the people to give this to you because I miss you. And I love you very much, but I can't. I'm Killer. I'm Killer. Stockton, bitch.
I'm Killer. I'm a big fan of I'm Killer. Conor McGregor. I'll fight your fucking ass. I'm Killer now.
Yeah, I left because y'all that played touch butt with that dork in the park, little brother.
Oh my god. Keep reading. Fucking next line.
I'm Killer, and I'm with a group of special people.
Oh, Christ.
My team will beat your whole team's fucking ass. That's a special squad. I tell you that I'm alive and I can't return Homer. I can't return Homer Simpson. When police are hunt me down no matter what. I may be far away from you, but she will protect you no matter. Nothing will hurt. Okay,
Hurt is a character in this story, by the way.
As long as you have me, I love you and I will am dead.
I am both killer and dead.
Sweet dream, my dear Joseph. Your beloved sister, Melody Robertson. ...
Melody. So this is a letter from Nightmare to her beloved brother who she haven't seen him since she have disappeared. Tell me if something wrong I can correct. I don't know if you can, Fred.
I don't think... I'm checking their Deviantart now to see if they... I don't know if this is like one of those template arts where they didn't really draw it.
What's it look like? I'll jump on their Deviantart.
It looks like they just... I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it's one of those things where, did you really draw this, or is this like some kind of thing that you drew over? But they do that nowadays.
I feel like the older ones are definitely, at least, template art. I think these newer ones might be theirs, though. So, if it is, good for you.
Glad to see that you've improved significantly in terms of your artistic endeavors and being completely sincere.
Yes, I'm glad you.
It sounds like I'm being an asshole, but I mean it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
I can't be sincere without sounding like I'm being facetious.
Yeah, I am glad that you aren't writing about this character anymore. I will say that.
We don't know that.
I'm giving her the benefit of a doubt.
Who knows?
I'm giving her benefit of doubt, but it does say one of her like folders is old as heck and it has like a creepypasta character on it. So I'm guessing they grew out of it. So okay.
They're still ankle deep in it. They'll never change. No one ever changes. No one moves forward.
No one has ever changed.
Ever.
This is just a physical fact of nature.
Let me, before we go on, I'm gonna take a shot of sake right now.
Yeah, that's the only way to get through these, isn't it? What are you up to, Leo? What the fuck are you looking at?
Sake isn't nearly as strong as I assumed it would be, by the way.
Really? I always just assumed.
I think it might be the brand I got. I heard this is a good brand, though. I can't pronounce it. He told me here he's the master of all things Japanese.
Mm-hmm. It's,
Yakikan Saki.
Yeah, but, I just assumed it was hard. It was like a hard liquor, because...
No, it's rice wine.
Oh, it's wine. Okay.
No, it's a little bit harder than wine. It's like 17%.
Okay. I'm not an alcohol person. I wouldn't know. So.
Yeah, whatever. If you ever wanted to start drinking, I don't know, you gotta kind of wait. Like, I'm not a public drinker.
Yeah.
I drink to unwind in my home because I'm one of those weirdos who doesn't like to be around people when I'm not in the right state of mind.
I feel that.
Enough.
Fucking tight. If I'm ever gonna drink, I'm just gonna drink wine alone, like Tyrion Lannister.
Drink wine alone with my body pillow. My Tyrion Lannister body pillow.
No, if I'm getting a fucking Lannister body pillow, it's gonna be Tywin.
I don't know anything about that show, and I've been told that the ending is so bad that it kind of ruins any potential enjoyment you could have.
I haven't watched the last season, so I don't care. I just like Tywin Lannister. But no, season 4.
Didn't Peter Dinklage recently say something remarkably stupid, like every celebrity does now?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to what they get up to now. But all I know is season 1 through 5 are all fucking phenomenal. So if you ever want,
I have too many shows that I need to watch. I need to watch Supernatural. I need to watch Game of Thrones. I need to watch fucking what's it called? I only saw like a few episodes of Breaking Bad. I haven't even seen the whole show.
Damn, I need to watch Breaking Bad too.
I tried. Well, I watched there was that new season of Doctor Who back when it was like still relevant.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, Rose Tyler character. She's kind of annoying. And like I watched the first season and like, oh well, yeah, I liked it, but Rose Tyler's kind of annoying. And like, oh, you better stop now because it's gonna get much, much worse. Like, oh, well, and then I took that advice.
No. I need to watch.
The actress was fantastic. It's just that her character was
awful.
I don't know. I know this term gets thrown around a lot, and a lot of people don't like when you hear it. But yeah, I would say Mary Sue territory.
Oh, okay.
Someone who does not pay for the actions of not allowed to pay for the consequences of their actions, and regularly gets what they want.
Have you seen frickin' Man in the High Castle, the show? That show?
No, I've never. What is that?
It's fucking so Man in the High Castle is one of the most famous alternate history books of all time. It's the one where those guys from World War II won. I can't say their. I don't think I can actually say their.
The bad people, yes, the objectively bad people.
The ones that were not great and lost. What if they won and split America down the middle, basically? Which they would never do. Like they literally could not do that, even if they won.
What?
Yeah, they.
Okay, well, we could just call them Germany. Is that fair?
Yes, Germany and Japan split America in half between each other.
No, they would not do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Indeed, they would not, but they do. So, and then
imperialistic nations, of course, they get along just fine.
And then like 25 years go by, and they somehow do not nuke each other because Germany has nukes. Shocking. Germany develops nukes.
Is this if we never launched sent the bomb?
Yes. No, it's. I don't even remember what the explanation is for how they win. I think they just win. It's a book from like the 60s. To be fair, it doesn't really think it out.
Okay, fair enough.
It's just like, but the show is from like 2016 and it's on Amazon, and it's fucking awful.
Yeah, you could have just told me it was from Amazon, and you could have saved yourself a lot of trouble trying to
It's got good actors in it, because I know it's got the guy who's in Pacific Rim.
Excuse me.
It's all right. You have the cough. You have the coof. It's fine.
He dragged me out of bed and said, "Hey, let's record something." And I said, "Like, I'm literally dying," and he said, "I don't care."
Yes, I did indeed. I threatened his life. I threatened to dox him multiple times.
No, he just threatened to pull the plug on me. I was like, okay.
One moment, Vinnce. I gotta do something real quick.
Okay, the tall man, dang, can't relate. Okay, I'm reading your chats now. I need Vinnce to watch 13 Reasons Why so I can make videos on how bad it is. That sounds familiar. Hold on. 13 Reasons Why. What? Why does that sound familiar? Hold on, we'll look it up right now. 13 Reasons Why it's American. Oh, yeah. I remember now. I probably wouldn't watch it because I don't like teen drama at all. Like even when I was growing up, Degrassi was really popular. I hated Degrassi.
Oh, Degrassi? That fucking show had Drake in it, didn't it?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Started from the bottom, yeah.
I always remember seeing ads for it, and I just didn't care.
It's weird because I don't like, what was it, Beverly Hills 90210, but I really liked, everyone liked Luke Perry.
Yeah.
And his son, I can't get over the fact that his son is now known for being a professional wrestler.
Bean Daddy, don't say that. I'll get arrested.
It's not like you live in, England land.
Oh, no. No, I do not live in England. Thank God. But
talked about how would you like it if we moved to California? It's like, I'll kill you. That's how I like it.
I would rather not.
Friends that are trying to escape there right now. We're gonna be stuck there together.
Oh, we have another story, and it disappeared.
What's another word for tall?
Lanky. the lanky
Oh my
dude.
God, it's the lanky manky.
It's the hokey pokey.
Oh, there was. I remember reading a while
Yeah.
back. It was like.
You did a hokey pokey creepypasta.
Yeah, shit. That was weird.
Yeah, it's very strange that someone genuinely wrote a hokey pokey story.
Like you have to do the pokey pokey,
or else a demon will murder you.
That was even the worst one. It was like one. It was like trying to like. And I thought it had an interesting premise too. It was supposed to be like this middle child who decided to murder her brothers and sisters and family because she was tired of being ignored.
Yeah.
And she was remembered as a victim because they didn't know what she did.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That's and
I remember that one.
They decided to connect it to head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Oh, yeah.
And then the shoulders, and then the knees, and then the toes.
Yeah, I completely forgot that fucking stupid ass story. But shoulders, knees, and toes. No, I think hokey pokey is worse because it's.
Yeah, on the face of it, just stupid.
It's so much more stupid, yeah. Because it's like, if you don't do the hokey pokey, a fucking demon will literally come for you the next day. It'll like appear.
I can give you one stupid. I don't remember if I even put it out. I think it's still private. I need to check. It was something I did with
Was it the Blue Man Group?
Yeah,
that one, yeah. No, it's still up.
Where it's like I'm blue, Abadi is backwards talk for.
It's
hide the body, eat the body, or something like that.
It's like African. They went to like Africa or something.
And then one of their members of their, one of the members of the group,
Yeah.
We all know the members
of Blue Man Group, don't you?
Eiffel 69, is that what it was called?
Yeah, Blue Man Group, and they were eaten by African cannibals or something in Africa.
Their friends fell into the fire, and the African cannibals that they happened to be sitting was like, smells good.
Yeah. There's so many. There's so many bad.
This is The Tall Man by Dragon Cat, the Dragon Slayer from
that one show.
From Berserk.
Yes.
Read Berserk, by the way.
I have not, and I will. My friend just sent me a fucking message because he's watching the stream, but he doesn't have a YouTube channel because he's a prick. And he sent me a message saying,
"Okay, you're a liar. And I don't appreciate being lied to. I don't have a YouTube channel. Bullshit. It's not like Twitter. You don't like. You need a YouTube channel to watch good videos."
No, but he's been on my streams like 3 times. Like he actually reads them with me, so he messaged saying r/no sleep. I did the hokey pokey, but I didn't turn myself around. That was a mistake.
This doesn't look too long.
It's not too long. It's the medium length one that I said. Because like the fucking one about I completely forgot already. My Sister's a Killer. That one was like short. So, all right, let's read this boy.
Very much incoherent.
Yes.
All right. From the day she was born, Sarah was a disappointment. Her mother had always wanted a boy. Mother lived in China, and she was not only devastated to hear that she gave birth to a girl, but enraged.
But enraged. The Hulk. She gave birth to She-Hulk.
Again, fucking another reference to that sport we like. I'm just imagining her like shooting a double on her husband and like taking him down and beating him down like Chris Cyborg.
Oh fuck, this rage.
Oh, what's her name? That fucking
Kayla Harris.
Who's the one that's like 260 pounds? Like
oh, Gabby Garcia.
Yeah, that scary lady.
Fucking, I think she lost recently. I would be shocked if it wasn't against a dude, because she's like 230 pounds.
I think she should be. She's probably probably the only person who should be allowed to fight men, being as, like, how many women are you going to find 260-pound weight limit? There's super heavyweight women out there that can actually fight.
Not many.
That's not an anti-woman thing. That's just saying that there's not many, like, professional MMA fighters who are super, like, heavyweight women. That's a fair statement.
It is, indeed. I don't think there's many women over 70 pounds that fight. Like, I'm not 70, 170. 70. The super atom weight division, yeah.
All female fighters are ether weight. Just fuel their sick train of thought that instead of offering up Sarah for adoption, she was going to make the girl pay for all the time her mother had given up to give birth to a disappointment.
Wait, why? Oh, because she wanted a boy.
I hate you. It's your fucking fault that my ovaries weren't good enough.
It's your fault the sperm within me decided you were going to be a girl.
I'm going to punish your father too. I'm going to make sure that all of his sperm know next time try harder.
Oh.
You were supposed to keep that one female sperm away from my age. As soon as Sarah was able to survive off breast milk, her mother had started to. Well, she had also carefully planned. Like she like charted this out. Like she had like a written document. She had a process. She went to a notary.
Fucking. Hey, you want to read 3? Then I'll read 3.
Oh sure.
Okay. Cool.
Until the age of 5, Sarah was beaten on an almost daily basis. Yeah, she's like Gabby Garcia, like training her daughter.
Yeah, she's beating her. She's like Gracie.
What did Rickson say one? Like, if we're fighting for money, I'll stop hitting you when you tell me to. If we're fighting for honor, I'll stop beating you when I feel like it. This is a fight for honor, dear. Put the gloves on.
It's my honor was disgraced when you were born without a penis.
I'm going to beat the absolute dog shit out of you, and then you better get up and get. Okay, so no, never mind. This is like the Lions. Like this is the first Lions.
Yeah, this is Lions. Ken Shamrock.
I'm gonna choke you out.
Her mother, Ken Shamrock, was beating her.
Just imagine like she's trying to get potty trained, and then all of a sudden she gets put in a fucking chokehold.
She gets fucking leg locked.
Scars ranging from small nicks on her hand that could easily be blamed to getting her a hold on her mother's sewing needles. I mean,
what? Oh.
Gashes on her back that were obviously softly sewn at home had marked to the girl. To Sarah, school was a blessing. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's sad. Sorry about that, bro.
Especially in this day and age, good God. People do school at home because of COVID, so I'm just imagining this taking place in modern day.
Yeah, like right now.
Safe from the abuse.
Well, apparently it took place in fucking like 2014, so.
No, in my head canon, she's getting homeschooled and still getting shit beaten out.
By the way, just because we didn't make the connection earlier. Honor, she's born in China. It writes itself, frankly.
That night, after a month, where was it? As school went on, the beatings were less frequent. However, insults and otherwise mental abuse started to take place. By her 6th birthday, Sarah decided she was going to run away to find herself a better mother. That night, go to the mother store.
The Omni Mother will take you in.
Sarah decided she was going to go find a mommy GF.
Ah, Jesus, fucking bots.
Just ruined that. Was that too far? Like, child being beaten to death by Ken Shamrock was fine, but the mommy GF was too far for you?
No, there's a bot in the fucking chat. No, the mommy GF joke was not too far.
Sarah started packing up. She thought all that she thought she needed into her small purple suitcase. I thought she was gonna do like a hobo sling, like you see in cartoons.
Yeah.
With a stick in the bag.
With a handkerchief, yeah.
What? Do people actually do that?
I think, yeah, probably.
Probably during the Great Depression, right?
Yeah.
Only to hold a nightgown, a shirt, jeans, in her undergarments.
She's from the.
In one arm.
Oh no, this story takes place in like the 1820s. with her undergarment.
Really abused, but her mom cared enough to get her a teddy bear. Why?
Maybe it was from her birthday party, like her suitcase was.
No, maybe it was like I'm gonna trick this. She's so stupid that she wants a toy. She doesn't realize that I stuffed it full of razor blades. It's like fucking Bane's little bear that used to carry a knife in, except in the reverse. It doesn't help you; it just stabs you.
It's like a fucking. It's just like a cartoonishly evil mother.
Deciding to carry a teddy under one arm instead of shoving it into the suitcase, she headed out. That was your turn.
It took her a solid 10 minutes to get outside. Her house was about 20 fucking miles across. As soon as she was safely out, she ran to her nearest neighbor's house. The elderly woman answered the door after the 12th ring of the bell, and as soon as realizing who she was looking at,
she swapped the legs.
Usher. Yes. She started going to work, ground and pounding.
This is a greasy compound. You went to the wrong house, nigga.
She started working on Kimuras.
By the way, we invented that. The Gracies. We invented.
Oh yes, we invented this entire martial arts. By the way, we didn't just. So don't think about it. Don't look into it. We invented it.
I like how the Gracie family is like it's just that meme. It's like Kimura walks up like, I made this, and then he walks away, and then Gracie looks down like, I made this.
Sarah was enjoying a small plate of cookies and shoving the stale hard candies into her pants pocket when the woman told her that Sarah's mother was on her way. As soon as she was told that, she rushed past the woman, was immediately put into a headlock by the old lady. No. Pushing her out of the way as hard as a 6-year-old could. So she was immediately grabbed and like taken into like a room or something.
And viciously beaten.
Viciously beaten by the old lady and the mom at the same time.
Together they tag team. They like the mom tries to step in. It's like, no, you gotta tag in. That's the rules. Hold the rope too.
All that was left of her to do was to run to the school. Okay. She had passed through a wooded area. Oh boy. Here it comes.
Oh yeah, I forgot this is called the tall man.
Oh yeah.
No.
It's amazing how as soon as you mention the woods or like wooded areas, like it's like the realization just sets in that it's gonna be exactly what you think.
Make the connection at first, the fact that she has an abusive parent. What is it with people wanting Slendy Man to be their daddy? Why?
Because they're fucking weird, man. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, to be honest.
The plot twist would be like, oh, this is the woods, so obviously Jeffrey Woods was here.
I speak for the trees.
What do you think you're doing here? I own all woods in the earth. It's my surname. Woods were named after the Jeffrey Woods brothers.
He's about I think there was.
Like Tom Bombadil. He was just always
there. He's the Lorax. He speaks for the trees. And the trees say, I'm gonna stab you in the gut. Where the fuck was I? Oh, wooded area. That her bus drove through daily. And was not bothered at first by the dark of the night, coupled with the fear of her mother finding her. So she was not bothered by it, or was she bothered by it? Cause
why would her mom even care at this point?
Yeah, I mean, if she wondered that anyway, so.
Well, I think it's like, oh, my punching bag left. Damn. Am I gonna fucking fork the $100 to get one from an official website?
I guess I don't have to pay for child food anymore.
No, I used to like to stuff her into the potato sack and hang her up, and now I practice a sleep bag. Now I can't do that anymore.
This is
a real
bullshit.
sleep bag doesn't bleed when I hit it. This is bullshit.
It won't squirm. Sarah had not thought to bring a flashlight and thus forced to walk on the side of the road guided by the moon's light. At the sound of a twig snapping, Sarah looked up from her feet, staring to the left of her. She was certain she heard something there, and, while cautious, was driven to investigate. Clutching her teddy, She left her bag on the side of the road because she's a fucking idiot. As she ventured into the darkened woods.
Then she went and fought in the underground Kumite, and they came back with a trophy.
That's such a fucking deep cut. Such a deep cut reference that I understand, mind you.
But I knew you would.
But it's such a deep cut.
And then she went to then she killed her best friend, choked him to death, and tried to marry his girlfriend. And
then stuffed him into his own car. And then expected the police to not know that it was his own car.
People look that up. It's funny and morbid and horrible. This fucking dipshit Rafael Torre, was that his name?
I think it was Torres.
Well, yeah, this fake fucking martial artist who acted like he was like some kind of Brazilian god, and he's an actual murderer.
Yeah, he actually murdered someone with a rear naked choke. He was fucked up.
And he faked his only MMA fight recorded was one that he got the guy to fake it for him.
It was a fake where he tapped him out with a fucking leg lock that was totally fucking wrong, apparently.
I'm hoping this felt like wrestling fans are listening to this. Is like, MMA's fake, Mark.
Where was I? Guided by the moonlight. Oh, she left her bag because she's a fucking idiot. She was flinching at every twig that broke under her feet.
Well,
and when she heard...
Shoes. This 6-year-old's not very smart, let me tell you something.
Yeah, no, this might be a bad idea to run away from home when you're 6, but never fear. This will be... I mean, she's gonna become a serial killer anyway. It doesn't fucking matter. when she heard...
That solves all of your problems. Murder.
Yeah.
Gratuitous murder.
When she heard another unfamiliar noise not too far from where she was heading.
Oh no.
It's your turn, Vince.
A scream sounded out throughout the woods, carrying itself past the thick trunks, only to seemingly surround Sarah. Oh, I don't know if you meant it, but that's a nice alliteration right there.
I also don't like the term thick trunks. This story.
I'm black from the waist down.
Built like a centaur in the trousers.
It was almost inhuman, and while fear rang throughout, Sarah knew who it was. Her mother close by and screaming.
What?
Screaming for no, just like screaming.
Yeah, she's just
psychotic, like inhuman hatred of this like one child.
She's like. She's like the fucking Hulk. She fucking hulks out.
She got into like, what's it called, berserking? That's what she said, like, she's red-faced tears coming out of her eyes, ready to kill.
She took some fucking mushrooms. She's ready to go. She's biting the tip of her shield, dude.
Sarah resisted the urge to run away and felt like she was being pulled towards where the screams were emanating from. Upon stepping into a small clearing in the otherwise cramped woods, Sarah met mutilated face with her mother.
What?
Oh,
that.
She must have. Oh no, Gabby Garcia's been Gabby Garcia'd.
No.
She was like that old Japanese lady. She beat the shit out of.
That was so
this
fucked
never
up.
happened to her. I remember.
That was fucked up.
I know I keep going on tangents, but just engaging. I remember him versus Ferguson. Like Tony Ferguson got Tony Ferguson.
Oh man.
That still broke my heart.
Saddest thing.
Why do you have to be so good, Gagey, you fucking asshole?
I fucking hate you, Justin Gaethje. I don't, because you fought Michael Chandler, and that made it okay.
That made me come,
but I still hate that you did that to Tony Ferguson. I still haven't forgiven Dariush for beating Tony Ferguson, and I won't.
The woman was hung by what looked like a pink rope that was slick with some dark liquid. I was about to say fluid for some reason. Fluid has a weird connotation.
Yeah, I don't like. It's one paragraph after saying thick trunks. I don't want to see the word fluid. It just doesn't. It feels weird.
Thick, viscous fluid. Upon closer inspection, Sarah could see her mother's stomach ripped open and was hung by her intestines.
Because a 6-year-old would know what her intestines would look like.
For some odd reason, Sarah did not scream, mostly because she does no she's sick. She has no comprehension of this type of violence.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Taking a few, there aren't that many horror stories that really explore the perspective of a child in this kind of scenario, like effectively at least.
Yeah.
Because that would be an interesting thing. Like, I think the only time I've ever seen that depicted was in one of the Halloween sequels where I think there was a body in the tree, and the little girl was like, "Oh, mommy, it's raining red." It was stupid, but I think that had potential to be creepy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a weird perspective to put him in, because like
too young to comprehend.
Yeah, too young to comprehend
the very concept of gratuitous violence.
Yeah, but also once they're in that scenario, it's more like the focus is usually, oh shit, this monster's going to probably murder this small child as well.
Well, yeah. After taking a few steps back, she glanced around to look for who was responsible for this.
Oh, no.
Across the clearing, there appeared to be a tall man. His face was obscured by branches and the tree he was next to. Oh my God, it's Anderson Bigfoot Silva. I don't know, I mixed up two Silvas. Antonio Bigfoot Silva.
It's Anderson Bigfoot Silva. They merged.
Oh no, all the Silvas that ever fought in MMA just fused together.
It's terrifying. They're like 20 times as Brazilian as you'd possibly imagine. They're every Brazilian stereotype.
Oh, thank God, Chael's son is here to save the day.
He's here to introduce them to computers.
Oh no, there's Kobe Covington too. They're doing a fusion dance.
I would love to see every single Silva in MMA history versus Chael Sonnen and Kobe Covington fused together. Where the fuck were we?
Bigfoot Silva was my favorite heavyweight when he was prime, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, I liked Bigfoot Silva.
Now he's busy getting knocked out and lactating.
So sad. He was the one guy where it was like okay for him to have TRT. Yeah.
No one did that ever.
Anderson, he also fucking knocked the shit out of fucking Uberim.
Oh, he murdered the fuck out of him. Like, let him take TRT. He needs it.
He literally was lactating from his nipples.
God, I miss him. Okay,
at least his fight got canceled in the Eagle FC.
I don't even know where Khabib would do that.
Cause he knows.
He's funny watching him get knocked out.
I'm guessing maybe fucking Antonio Silva like accidentally bumped into him at a fucking like restaurant one time, and Khabib was like, "I'll show you one day." He kept it.
I just think Khabib gets off on watching Brazilians get beat up. You know that shirt he wore. If Sambo was easy, it would be called Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
It's not even like fucking Bigfoot was like a jiu-jitsu guy though.
Sarah could see that his arms were outstretched, as if he was asking for a hug. I would not hug Bigfoot Silva. He might like to get all over me.
He might snap me in half, to be honest.
She slowly walked towards him, looking over the bloody suit as he did. She asked who he was, but he was met with a high-pitched noise, as if she was standing next to a TV playing nothing but static. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the plot twist is that it's Siren Head.
That would be about 5 years too early, but that would be fucking crazy if it was Siren Head for no reason. She hugged him in.
Remember, people liked him for a minute.
Yeah, and then they fucking overdid him.
I think it was a John Wolf that said, like, anytime something creepy happens, they said, like, hey, what if we could fuck it? And it's ruined forever.
That happened to Momo. Fucking Momo. Do you remember?
People like that ironically, because Momo I never thought was scary.
I know, it was weird, because fucking, I didn't think Momo was too scary either, but, I felt the character, it was interesting to see the character get popular because it felt like a new creepypasta character, like an actual creepypasta character.
Yeah, then fan art happened. Like, fandoms are the worst thing that can happen to horror, let's be honest.
No, they are. I agree. But it was interesting for a moment because it was like a new Rake or new Slenderman, like a new character like that being formed, because it's like it's weird and obscure and kind of like spooky, and then they fucked it up.
Everything that you enjoy will eventually be ruined. There's nothing that's sacred. Unless you are willing, and I wouldn't completely recommend this because I know people don't like it, but I think you should police your community to some degree.
I'm looking at you, Dream.
I'm not entirely against gatekeeping nowadays because I've seen what happens when you don't.
I'm talking specifically to you, Dream. You fucking weirdo. Where the fuck was that?
I think he gets off on that shit. I'll be honest with you.
I don't
buy this instant act whatsoever.
I don't think that, but I do think that it is irresponsible to just let fucking small children just do that and be like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I let my friends draw like gratuitous violence porn of me. Whatever.
They're children, you know. But she hugged the man's legs, tears spilling from her eyes.
And then the man fucking kneed her in the mouth.
It's just fucking like ripped her head off. She could feel the comfortingly cold hand on her head, soothing as it soothingly ran its fingers through her hair.
Can you imagine actually feeling Slenderman's skills? Probably like clammy and gross feeling.
I imagine Slenderman probably, because I will give the Slenderman movie one thing: the actual makeup on Slenderman is pretty rad when it's actually like a guy in a suit.
Actual, like, official Slenderman film from 2018.
Yeah, that one. The one when you actually see the makeup for the Slenderman, it makes him look kind of like he's made of wood, and I think that's a cool detail. Like he's camouflaged that way. I imagine Slenderman, if you touched him, would probably feel like a tree.
Kind of like Aku from Samurai Jack. Like when he creaked his bones, it sounds like bark snapping.
Yeah, but I don't think Slenderman would make a noise if he like moved. I think it would just be wood. He just feels and looks like wood. Because his old character is like stealth and shit. So.
Well, it depends on your interpretation of the character. Like, I think there's a lot of room for interpretation.
Yeah, the character from like Marble Hornets isn't about fucking stealth. He just shows up. he just appears. He's like, hey, the fuck you guys.
Don't know why he's there. You're not supposed to know why he's there. The whole fear of it is the fear of the unknown. But let's write elaborate backstories for him. So like he used to be a man. That's scary.
No, never. The worst thing you can do for Slenderman is make him a person. He's clearly like an eldritch monster from like a different dimension or something.
No, he's my dad.
I hate this. That one story that I made, fucking the Bakery Bus to gang read, is my favorite. Which one? I made them read Experiment 84-B, which is a literal origin story for Slenderman, and it's the worst. It's like...
Was that during one of their live streams that they did recently?
It was last year. It was a live stream from last year.
Okay.
It was Slenderman. It was a depressed teen that got experimented on by a mad scientist. Is
it the same man? Did he get injected with liquid hate?
No, he didn't. You see, if the Slenderman movie from 2018 had done well, they would have done a cinematic universe, and liquid hate would have been used to explain Slenderman and Jane the Killer. It would have made it connected.
Wait, when do we incorporate Jane the Killer being like a billionaire philanthropist and beating up Brock Lesnar?
That's 20 movies in, I'd say.
Okay.
That's after the Zalgo War happens.
The weird fetishizations of lesbians and Nazism?
Yes. I have a weird fascination with why Zalgo is like considered worse than the other fucking creepypasta characters by like the creepypasta fandom.
There's no story associated with Zalgo, unlike everything else.
Yeah, but like the parts that, but he's like they depict him as worse, but like he's clearly, but like Slenderman's just as bad.
Which one's considered more dangerous?
I'm talking about why the fandom has like a hate boner for Zalgo, and like why they want him, why they're always making him like the fucking dark side of the fucking Screamboss universe.
I would argue it's because of the power scale. So I think it's one of those things where, and it sounds weird, because they don't like that there's like an objective like limit to the level of power they can give their stupid OC characters, and so they portray him as like the big bad that can essentially be conquered at some point.
Yeah. But it's not them that are gonna fucking conquer Zalgo. It's gonna be fucking Slenderman or someone. That's what they always write.
Zalgo's the bad guy, and we're the good guys. We side with Slendy Man, who's my daddy.
We side with the child murderer.
By the way, Jeff the Killer's my boyfriend, and Sally, the little Miss Rape victim. And people, I'm never gonna let that go because people seem to keep like not. They like to ignore that the part happens in the original story.
Yeah.
She's my little. She's a cute little sister character who thinks it's so cute when me and Jeff hang out.
I hate fucking the fandom. It's so weird. Okay, wait. Let's just finish up this story, then we can fucking talk about
She
fandom.
did not scream nor cry. I think they're right there.
She did not scream or cry. Now close to the man, she thought she could hear soft murmuring through the static, though she couldn't tell what it was saying. After a few minutes, Sarah had pulled back from the man, looking back to her dead mother. A hand rested on her shoulder, and she looked back to the man. She was greeted with a pale, featureless face again. Nothing had changed, yes.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Sarah did not scream nor cry. If anything, she was comforted.
Contorted. She was comforted with pain. Contorted in fear.
She was comforted. Not seeing the look of rage and hate she had grown accustomed to from her mother, she could now understand the murmuring, and nodded slowly to the man. She took his pale hand as she dropped the teddy bear, leaving behind one of the last things keeping her tied to this place. Sarah walked with the man for what seemed like hours, eventually finding herself being carried by him. She knew she was safe. Safer than she was at school. Safer than she's ever felt before. For the first time in a long time.
Okay.
Sarah fell asleep in the man's elongated arms and didn't even feel it as her body was reduced. Oh, that was fucking out of nowhere. Yeah, no, he just fucking evaporated her. She didn't even feel it as her body was reduced to ashes. She didn't hear the anguished cries. She didn't even hear the anguished cries behind the static as the man had lost another friend to the afterlife. Oh, you lost me. You had me for a moment. I thought Slenderman fucking evaporated her. No.
I think that's what happened. Like, maybe this story is that Slenderman's always trying to help these kids, and like, oh god, I accidentally vaporized another one. I need to stop, like, picking them up.
Yeah, no, he keeps grabbing.
It's literally death.
Yeah. He keeps, like, It's like if the Grim Reaper kept, like, grabbing people and it was like, oh, fuck. They're dead again. God damn it.
I need to remember to wear gloves. Go to the store.
Come on, they sell them in boxes, for God's sake, Slenderman. I have them at the deli.
You can try to get, like, Slenderman, like, his part-time job at the deli.
Yeah, give him a part-time job at a deli.
Slenderman, what have I told you about evaporating the meat?
You know what's amazing is my boss genuinely sounds like that. He looks like Mr. Krabs. Ellen Williams found dead in Kansas woods. Do you know the one Kansas woods that exists?
There's only one. It's like an open air. Like, you go to Kansas, there's like this giant field, and in the distance you can see the fucking forest.
It's like the forest is over there. It calls to me. Sarah Williams still missing. Amber Alert being called off. Search crews for Sarah Williams. I almost said Sally Williams because guess what? That's what Sally's last name is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Sally Williams, I believe, is her name.
Well, to be fair, literally no one cares.
Fair enough, I suppose. Sarah Williams' body. I did it again. Being deployed. What? Oh, the crews are being deployed. I thought she was being deployed. The fucking army's coming to get her. To search the woods. Body of Sarah Williams not found. Investigation called off. I don't think that's they would tell people that, but okay.
Oh gosh, I have no idea how well I have done this. But this story plays on how I imagine Slender decides who he killed. Slender Man. His first name is not Slender and last name Man.
First name Slender, last name Man.
I come from the Man family. We were the first ever man to exist.
So fucking stupid.
But what he does to children when he kidnaps is not really a whole lot of gore. There are potentially triggering things such as mental and physical abuse, as well as a few sentences with some gore. In fact, I can change the mature content, but for now I'm leaving it open. It's not that big a deal, bro.
No one commented. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is probably the best story I've seen on Deviantart doing this little like read through, doing this exploring Deviantart series that I have. This is probably the best one that I've seen.
I don't think that like their most recent journal from 2014, so I don't think they do anything new.
Well, let's hope. I'm gonna say I hope you are doing.
I would recommend not going on there because I think they have a picture of themselves like cosplaying or whatever. And
I think you can see it on the sidebar. Yeah, but it's small, so it's also underneath. It's also underneath.
Oh, sorry, go on.
It's also underneath multiple pictures of Ariana Grande. I don't know why this is what Deviantart's telling me to read, but yeah.
That's the creepiest story of them all. The story of Ariana Grande and her weird hatred of the Irish.
I mean,
she said that they were. What did she say? They said that they were like gross, like something like that.
I think was it Ariana Grande that said that Irish people are subhuman or something like that?
I think that was her. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I heard that and it was like, can you believe like open bigotry is like? I'm glad that it's out in the open. At least I know how to talk to her now. I'm a proponent for people being open about that kind of shit, so we can all know how to engage each other.
Yeah, like I can call her a fucking cunt if I see Ariana Grande.
She probably say, "Well, you're probably Irish."
Yeah,
so
I'm like 50% Irish, so yeah.
And I have an Irish last name, but that could have been like slave owners.
Probably, it was most likely slave owners. All right, so that was the Tall Man.
What did you think? I thought the ending was surprisingly subversive.
Yeah, no, I think, like I said, this is the best one I've seen on Deviantart. That's not a high bar to pass.
It's kind of weird how her mom was like Gabby Garcia and was like trying to choke hold her daughter every night.
Yeah, it was weird that
because
like.
She's battered her own ovaries.
Yeah, it was weird. It was the mom character. It's weird that she was like cartoonishly evil to the point where she was mad. She was enraged that she didn't have a boy. It also doesn't mention like a dad or anything. So.
You know that pose that Chuck Liddell did every time he got a knockout?
Yeah,
she's arms on the air, screaming.
She's just beating up after beating up her daughter. Yeah.
Doing the fucking vape nation pose.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I would give this probably like a 3, maybe a 4.
I think that's fair.
A 4 would be. 4 is generous.
So I would say that it's of higher quality. It shows more creative thought with the ending than.
Yeah. I was genuinely convinced that she was going to turn into like a fucking serial killer. Yeah, proxy. But no, she just fucking evaporates like she just like Thanos snapped. That's what happened. That's what.
So this person wins.
That's what happens. Fucking. She was Slenderman was taking her back to the fucking mansion, and then Thanos snapped his fingers and killed half the population.
Mr. Man, I don't feel so good.
Mr. Slenderman.
No, excuse me. I thought we established his name is Slender Man. Okay. So it's Mr. Man.
Mr. Man.
I don't feel so good.
Okay, and with that, we come to our last story of the night, the longest by a good margin, and the one with actual like dialogue and shit. So
it has dialogue and it has like actual people who apparently reviewed it. This is
a fuck ton of people, 67 and 6K views. I remember seeing this when I was younger. Like, when I first started watching Bad Creep Boston, I wanted to suggest stories for them to read. I remember going on Deviantart, and I remember seeing this one. And I was like, I'll get him to read that one. And then I didn't do that.
And then I couldn't work up the courage. Like, he was, like, Jacob was right there. He's standing for no reason, just not really doing anything, just staring into space, as he tends to do.
As British people are one to do, there's nothing else to do in England.
They go into, like, a weird, like, all British people at some point in their lives just go into a weird meditative state where there's, like, standing, like, just existing.
Yes.
That's why nothing gets done in their fucking country.
Oh, that's why they don't like knives. Ooh.
Pussies.
But yeah, no,
our country's, like, full of pussies, too, so never mind.
Yeah, fair enough. I didn't read it, though, because I was a fucking, like, maybe a fucking freshman in high school when I found it.
I was too afraid. Flame Freak just sounded like the very name sent chills down my spine.
Nah, I wanted to read it. Oh, no, that's what I wanted. That's what I did. Me and my cousin used to read these, just, like, in the calls, just as, like, jokes to each other. We would be like, hey, you want to read this dumb shit? And I was like, yeah. And I was gonna read it with my cousin, but I never got around to it. So
that's what we used to do when we first met, me and Jacob. Well, except for that, it would be like the top 10 website. It would just like hate on the people who would like make stupid decisions.
We did that though.
Raptor Rex has a Flame Freak weak to water. No, because people don't believe in actually giving their characters any weakness.
We will find out if he is weak to water. I am certain he is not.
Can I start off?
Wait, before you do that, I want to read off a comment by Apostrophe Music. There are two sides to Kansas, Smallville and the woods.
I love Smallville.
Yeah.
It's my favorite TV show.
My cousin was in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, he played Impulse.
Oh, was he? No, well, he doesn't play. He didn't play Lois Lane, so I don't care.
Fair enough.
Don't ask me why. I didn't even like her that much, but I've always wanted to play Lois Lane. But they told me I didn't have to figure for it. fucking fat phobic bastards.
My cousin was also in the Nightmare on Elm Street reboot, and he's in fucking what?
What do you play? In the Nightmare on Elm Street reboot.
Yeah, he plays Quentin in the Nightmare on Elm Street reboot, which is amazing because Dead by Daylight went with the fucking Freddy reboot design for some fucking reason. And
that's weird.
He's the character, the survivor they went with to go with him when they added Freddy to the game was Quentin. Yeah. So my cousin's in the game.
So your cousin played Quentin Rampage Jackson?
Yes.
My God.
Yes, he fucking slammed Freddy Krueger through a table.
I would pay to see Quentin Rampage Jackson in Friday the 13th film.
Yes. Oh no, not Friday the 13th. He was Nightmare on Elm Street.
Same difference nowadays.
Fair enough. Yeah,
nowadays,
they're both not getting movies. What the fuck is this? Oh yeah, Flame Freak. You can start.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh boy.
Okay, I want to see what he looks like so I know to make fun of him. Wait, he played. Oh, that was the main character.
Yeah, he was the main character. Yeah.
I actually recognize this actor too. So, oh wow, small world.
Yeah, he's in a couple things. He's in Jennifer's Body as well.
I looked at him like I don't even remember like watching the film. He was the only person, like the main heroine. You could tell she was phoning it in the whole time.
He was in a movie recently called The Cleansing Hour. It's on Shudder.
I can't believe it. That's pretty cool. So you did videos with this guy, or you did like
We don't talk to each other too much, but I've seen him fairly recently.
Cool.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I know. I have a lame claim to fame now. I know a guy whose cousins was.
who's been in movies. Yes.
He's been in the movies.
He's also going to be in the Scream remake, in the Scream movie that's coming up.
Controversial hot take. I was never that big a fan of Scream.
I am a big fan of Scream, so I'm really excited for it.
I like Scream. I don't think... What I think I'm not a fan of is the kind of nudge, wink, wink style.
Yeah, that's fair.
People tried to, like, took away from Scream instead of, like, the...
You don't like what came from Scream more than you don't like Scream. Because, like...
That's not fair, but that's not fair to Scream now I think about it. Like, I'm going to get mad at Halloween because people don't realize what made Halloween work.
Or that you're going to get mad at, what the fuck was it called? What was the fucking movie? I Know What You Did Last Summer.
That movie sucks.
I like that. I know What You Did Last Summer. I like the first one.
I read the book and I hate the movie.
I didn't even know it had a book, to be honest.
Yeah,
anyway.
It was like the Fear Street novel.
Oh, okay.
And the twist in it, believe it or not, I'm going to spoil it, is it wasn't a zombie fisherman.
He wasn't a zombie fisherman in the first one, to be fair.
I thought it was.
No, that's the second one. The second one's he's a zombie.
They were still being stalked by a fisherman, right?
Yes, they are stalked by a fisherman.
It's a zombie. Why did there need to be two? Why did it like the return of the guy we ran over by accident?
Oh, you think there's only two? There's three of them, and it's all zombie fishermen after the first one.
He said zombie fisherman. That actually sounds cool. Zombie fisherman. That sounds awesome.
That does sound pretty rad. Anyway, let's talk about something less rad. Flame Freak.
Okay. When I was a little boy, are you listening now? I'm telling you a personal story about my childhood. Are you listening?
Yes.
When I was a little boy, my parents died. Okay, never
Good
mind.
to hear.
It's not about me. When I was only about 4 years old, and because of that, I was moved from house to house until I became 5. I mean, like a year later, you mean?
I became 5.
That's what I became. So I achieved the status of 5.
I evolved to 5.
I killed enough goblins and built up my HP, and I leveled up.
6
different families took care of me. Are we gonna have to go to each family and kill them and take their gem or whatever so we can summon what's a face? I'm really
liking how we're counting up from 4 to 5 to 6 sentences for no reason.
See, we're going in linear order. This guy's making fun of my inability to. I have dyscalculia, you fucker. Thanks a lot for reminding me.
Bastards, frankly.
6 different families took care of me, but because of my odd actions and difference, made them decide to give me back to the orphanage home.
What?
Well, I was different from them, so that's okay. Why is that so far away from
yeah, why is there a space between it's? Is there a space?
F is not their fault.
No, it isn't. Wait, there isn't a space. It's just this fucking apostrophe's like got a force field around it.
It wants you to know that it's different from all the other apostrophes. The difference is that I had an imaginary friend named Heartsness.
Heartsness? That's a great name.
Right now. I refuse to believe that's an actual name.
I don't believe it is. I don't think anyone should name anything Heartness, frankly.
We're saying this is a moral principle.
Yeah, this is a moral stance. You should not name something Heartness.
No, Heartness is... I looked up Heartness, and the thing that came up is the fucking image from this story. I guess this guy called it, like, okay, whatever.
He made up the name.
Whatever. That I could only see and hear, and that's why the families I've been with on a few weeks and months sent me back, because he had an imaginary friend.
Named Heartness. Yeah, they heard that his name was Heartness, and they were like, I can't. That's the stupidest name I've ever heard.
Like, you can't even come up with a good name for him. Go away.
Be gone.
We don't want you in this here house, Mr. Heartness Name.
Be gone.
Sarah, the oldest daughter of the orphanage homeowner. Wait, huh?
Oh, it's the owner of the orphanage.
Why do you have your child living in the orphanage?
Because He's a fucking idiot or something. I don't know.
Well, she got to be here somewhere. I can't bring her all my own children. That would be kind of... No, I don't want to be a hypocrite. She was the only one who actually believed me. She didn't let me alone. She didn't let me be alone. Excuse me, that was me. Whenever I was there, helping me. When the other kids bullied me, she was the only one who truly believed me that my imaginary friend Harkness truly existed.
She was a fucking idiot. She was a fucking idiot, and she also made fun of his name multiple times. Oh, speaking of terrible names, was that 3 paragraphs? Yes, it was.
Okay.
Oh.
What voice am I gonna
Oh wait, no, you can do a funny voice. It's your first time on the show.
Did you hear that? Miss Diane's daughter is protecting Kenneth. When some of the kids would whisper behind our back, Kenneth Dustin. Yeah, he's just a weirdo. Not normal like me. He was always at Dakota. He talks to himself. Yeah, that's why Mrs. Cian told her daughter not to hang out with him. But she doesn't listen. I don't know why we're talking so cavalierly about this.
These are other characters. Also, Miss Cyan. That's a terrible name. I hate that.
Well, I guess that gives us carte blanche to bully her too, since her name's terrible too. Yeah, let's go throw rocks at her now.
The kids began to throw small rocks at Sarah, even though she was 3 years older than most of the kids here. She was one of the weakest. Why?
Get wrecked, pussy.
Do you even fucking lift, bro? Go to jiu-jitsu class.
It's like fucking you getting picked on. No, it's not that she's the weak. She's weakest by default. She's like a normal person. All these kids are just like...
You're fucking jacked. Steroids.
Fucking JoJo.
Fucking... They're all Baki characters with their fucking impossible... Every single character here is from Baki.
Little did we know that this story actually takes place directly in Dagestan.
Yeah, Khabib himself.
Like, send me location, pussy.
Khabib himself is throwing rocks at her. She couldn't protect herself against 7 to 8. This is okay. This has to be intentional because 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fuck you. That's gotta be intentional.
Maybe that's why she's getting picked on. Her dad is like.
Yeah, like the owner of the orphanage. Well,
her dad's just dumb enough. It's like you gotta learn to fight your own battles, coward.
I really like the concept that. Like the fucking dad's not doing anything because like I mean what's he supposed to do? Is he gonna fucking burn like shove the kids in a fucking furnace or something?
Dad's gonna fucking put them in a heel hook. But he could, it's just that he won't. It's like you have to learn to fight own battles. I did not
kids throwing rocks. She couldn't protect herself against 7 to 8 kids throwing rocks at her. Why?
Why protect her? Those burn the little kid. Oh, that's Harness.
Well, I'll do a voice. I'll do a voice for Harness.
Okay.
Should I do Linkara? Should I do Linkara?
Like that's a very special voice for a very special person.
I am the light. No, I'm trying. I am the light burner. Can I do a Linkara?
Do not mention only play
Why
on my
not?
channel.
Why not protect her? You can always burn them, little kid, with your light-bringing powers.
With my magic gun. Who has the soul of a little girl in it. By the way, I beat up Pyramid Head, and I'm the White Ranger.
Harkness is a demon. Okay, I'm glad we just dropped this little information.
Is he a blue demon? Is he blue demon?
He won't admit it himself, but I knew he was one when I first time saw him.
Okay, who's talking?
I don't know. The perspective keeps shifting for some fucking reason. I was around 3 years old when I saw him. I was playing football with some friends, and there he was, floating on air, smiling kindly. I talked with him, but my friends left me, saying that I began to act weird and was saying I was talking to myself. These are very weirdly structured sentences.
I mean, I can follow it just fine. I don't know what you're talking about. This is perfect English.
Well, I'm not as accustomed It's a terrible writing. You've been doing this for like 12 years, for like 10 years, Vinnce.
Oh god, I'm pathetic.
I always wanted to get rid of him, telling him to go away, but he's always around me, smiling and laughing at everything I do. What a dick. I learned to ignore him, but then as I grow up, the urge to listen to him and obey him grew stronger. You can only say the word. You can only say the word, Kenneth, and I will give it to you.
I think that was supposed to be you only just say the word.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll fucking murder your bullies. But
something like that. But the way it's worded, it sounds like you can only say this one word.
You're only allowed to. I didn't give you permission to speak, you son of a bitch.
Harkness always talked about power and ability, that I could rule the world with it, making the others bow down before me. And Harkness. It's such a terrible name. He takes me out of it every single time I say it. But I didn't like the idea. You want to be...
Harkness.
Okay. Okay. I like that.
That is number one bullshit, Harkness.
Could be fucking... He fucking double likes Harkness.
Harkness is really like an evil spirit, and it's like, oh no, it's Islam.
It's Islam, Makachev.
That sounds like weird out of context. There's a fighter named Islam Makachev. Okay, yeah. Not talking about that much.
I would say to the demon that only I can see and talk with. I knew that other children around me were looking at me strangely, whispering mean things and all that, but I didn't care. I did not.
I just like it would make more sense. Like if it's evil, like Khabib's evil half is just like Kamzat.
No, that makes way more sense, doesn't it? Kill everybody.
I kill everybody. Send me Brock Lesnar. As he ragdolls the Chinese man.
Yeah, the evil Chinese man, as Brennan Schaub described him. Which, it is racist, but also, have you seen that man? He does look very evil.
He looks like a fucking thug, and I'm not saying that as a negative thing. He looks badass.
Yeah, he does. Did you see the guy that they cast as Ozai in the Netflix show?
Oh god.
He looks the part. But I described him myself. I self-described him as the second most evil Chinese man that I've ever seen in my life, behind Li Jingliang. I don't fucking remember. I'll send him to you afterwards.
I thought you were about to say another gentleman's name.
Oh.
You know,
you mean that one?
No, I just have a weird compulsion to watch some old Winnie the Pooh episodes.
You can't get us here in America, Winnie the Pooh.
I need to look up, like, other Winnie the Pooh creepypasta.
There are, yes.
And the horrors that is just like references to you know who. Like, if you risk it, you're at risk of getting like X-persons.
Kenneth, do you know that demons was actually angels? Did you know that we also have no grasp of grammar or English as a language?
You don't need English when you have superpowers.
They are angels before, but when they followed Lucifer and they are. I'll read it in one go. Look. They are angels before, but when they followed Lucifer instead of God, God banned them from heaven and sent them to the inside of the earth called hell along with Lucifer.
What the fuck?
Oh, was that Sarah? That was Sarah talking.
What is happening?
Oh, that wasn't fucking Cartness talking. Why would fucking Sarah be telling him this?
Oh, Kenneth, you know that demons are actually angels.
Do you want to go through the entire thing?
They are angels before them. They followed instead of God, and God banned them from heaven and sent them down inside Earth, called hell, along with Lucifer. I'm Mystic Mac. I predict these things.
You turned. Well, I mean that's in keeping with the canon, because as we know, God in the Creepypasta universe is Conor McGregor.
Well, I thought that was the Irish Slender Man, so that's why I was his channel.
No, well, he's also Irish, but yeah, but
apparently, Conor McGregor is like the accent he puts on is like kind of fake or something like that. Someone said.
I think it's exaggerated.
Like
it's probably exaggerated.
Type of, like, accent.
It's probably exaggerated, yeah. But
it's like I forgot. Napoleon Bonaparte. He's Irish, and he says that he puts on an act.
Yeah. Sarah knew a lot of demons and angels. Maybe that's why she's always protecting me. What?
She knew a lot of them personally on a first name basis.
Yeah, she's best friends with them.
That's Gabriel, my nigga right there. Don't look at him because he tends to go blind with we have accurate depiction of Gabriel over there. 5,000 arms or whatever.
Maybe that's why she was always protecting me. But I could feel that Harkness didn't like her. You want to switch off now? You can read.
But then, when I became 8 years old, officially, when I signed the paperwork, dictating son.
When I evolved to my next form, 8 years old.
When I shed my skin and my vertebrae grew a few inches, and my exoskeleton formed, everything became harder to handle. Sarah didn't care about me anymore. I read that as, okay, it says she was a preteen back then. I read that as she was a preteen black.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of read that as black too.
She was preteen back then. It was understandable. She hanged out with her new friends.
Yeah, Linkara. You don't want it now.
Harkness would ask about that once or twice a day, but I always ignored him though the desire to accept this offer was hard. I learned that Sarah was protecting me because she felt bad about me. Oh, the inconsiderate bitch. she felt bad, that's why she was protecting me. My God, I can't think of a worse thing. What a faraway friend, you know what I'm saying?
Fucking absolutely irredeemable. How dare you help this child that you feel bad for?
She actually never believed Harkness existed because she refused to believe that someone could have a name that stupid. It's like, I'm just imagining, it's like I believe the imaginary friend part, but there's one part I'm kind of having hang-ups over.
The fact that you genuinely believed something that you didn't invent with your own stupid 7-year-old mind would genuinely be named Harkness. Something would name itself something so asinine.
I was and never will be believed, ... Years went by. I was 13 years old and was still at the orphanage home. Kids began to call me names such as freak and other things such as that's not good to little kitty's ears. What?
They called him the hard F.
They called me that the you know what word, but with an ER at the end. I don't understand. I'm pure Irish. Why?
I'm as white as snow.
My skin gets damaged to the sun. I'm so light. Yep. And then when I told them that, they was like, "Okay, we're just gonna put potato in front of it from now on." Goddamn, their ingenuity is too much for me to take.
They keep switching it up on me. I can't keep up.
Damn your middle school win. I was completely forgotten. They completely forgotten about me. My only human friend completely ignored me when I passed her in the streets or what were we doing out in the streets?
He hit the streets, yo.
I hit the streets like an underground fight club. I had my own kumite and I beat 50 billion people. I killed 14.5 billion Romans during the wars. That's pretty impressive.
That's cool.
And the orphanage home. The fateful day came again. New foster parents, meaning new people to know about my demon friend. What?
Why do you keep telling them?
Why can't you just tell, like, can you just, like, be quiet when I'm eating dinner, like, and I'll just pretend that you don't exist? Like, what, is your friend such a fucking narcissist?
Okay, wait.
This person seems like they're brain surgeons and they make billions of dollars and they promise to get you everything you ever wanted.
Wait.
You better tell them that I exist or else we're not friends anymore.
Wait, so here's a very easy solution that he could just say. It's kind of insensitive, but like he could just say he has Tourette's and be like, sometimes I'll say no randomly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just because I have Tourette's. It's not because I'm talking to an interdimensional demon that's always looking over my shoulder. Easy solution. Just don't tell people and tell them that you have Tourette's.
Or you can just say, please be patient, I have autism or something like that.
Say that you have schizophrenia.
Are you allowed to not adopt a child if they have the medical schizophrenia?
I don't know. I feel like you... I think you're not... I don't know if you... I think it's a choice if you adopt someone, so...
Like, I'm just imagining, like, it's not schizophrenia. Like, oh, no, I have headmates. Like, okay, I'm going to adopt you so I can just beat the shit out of you for saying that to me. I'm going to choke you out, kid, until you get that horse shit out of your head. So, and if you go on Tumblr, it's going to get worse.
What the fuck?
If you believe in that shit, you deserve to get beaten.
Which one? What is it?
Headmates, people who pretend to be schizophrenic, things like, oh, it's an awesome thing. I got people I talk to.
Oh, yeah, no. Beatings are definitely the only way to deal with those types of people.
Cane beatings.
Multiple beatings in a row.
And what I mean by vicious cane beatings, I don't mean being beaten with a cane. I mean being beaten by the mayor of Knoxville.
I'm gonna say by Kane himself. Kane himself with a cane.
Okay, the fateful day came and blah blah blah. This is you.
How do you feel, Kenneth? I don't know why I keep calling you Keith. Why?
It's a douchebag name, that's why.
What'd you like?
They have to admit that, come on.
Would you like the power if you don't like them?
I began to completely ignore the demon. Have you learned your lesson, Keith? Kenneth, remember to respect women at all times, especially if they have something extra between their legs. I don't like talking to you.
I began to ignore the demon as if he never existed to save my appearance for my new family. Good. Thank God.
At least you're learning.
Carl and Jenna was their names.
What?
They...
Okay. I mean, again, I don't know. Something about that, like...
That's just weirdly said, like weirdly written. They were nice and caring. Also, they were pretty much rich. Good to know. Carl owns a restaurant. Oh yeah, that's the surefire way to become rich.
I'm just imagining like that joke from Home Movies, like so he's like they're doing that home movie and they're like flirting with her, like, did I forget to mention I'm rich? Like, oh really? You're wealthy? Like, no, my name's Rich.
And Jenna inherited money from her deceased grandparents. Could you keep it down? I know you're dying, but like, I'm trying to read.
I'm not dead. Oh well, that's not what the will says, buddy.
I quickly forgot all about my life at the orphanage home and moved on to my new life. I became popular at my new school, and because I'm the transfer student, and my foster parents were rich and pretty well known there. That's why you get popular at school.
It sounds like the beginning of some weird shonen anime.
It does. Oh Christ, it does.
New kid, and he's got like taped up fists. He's wearing a headband. I'm gonna teach that punk what's what, and then he fires a fireball. Whoa!
God, I fucking hate anime.
That's justified.
I learned that they couldn't get children. Jenna couldn't get pregnant. Oh, that's a weird way to type it.
They couldn't get children. Yeah. I was immediately returned back to the orphanage and realized they was parole.
Jenna and Carl, two wonderful parents who gave me back to the orphanage. Jenna couldn't get pregnant.
You tried to take the fucking kid out of the
Ooh.
orphanage. Just the cop there, like was like tapping his shoes, like.
Okay, dude, you could have just fucking let. Okay, Jenna couldn't get pregnant because she had her uterus removed because of cancer. You could have just left this out. You could have just said she couldn't get pregnant, and that would have sufficed.
I'm cutting myself on the edge right now.
It was sad to hear that.
Like, I can't even pick this up right now. That's too many heads to deal with.
It's like a Swiss Army knife, but every.
I bet, yeah. I bet you care so much.
It's like a Swiss Army knife, but every single utensil is a knife. Jenna cried for minutes before she calmed down and helped me and Carl for moving my stuff at my new bedroom. Well,
how did it come up?
What?
How did that even come up?
I
like,
don't know.
Yeah. Does he bring this up every now and again? It was like, oh, by the way, I can't have kids. And like, you feel bad the first time, but when she keeps bringing it up, like when you're trying to have a good time, it's like, okay, you know, fuck you.
Okay, okay, Jenna. Jenna, you don't have to bring it up every time we go out to dinner. Well, my new room was empty at first, but it got filled with furniture, clothes, souvenirs weeks later. You know, like how moving in works.
This feels like, what was the name of it? It was like this, like, series of, like, young adult novels. And it was, like, this guy who got his life ruined by demons as a kid. What was it called? It was actually, like, and one of the antagonists was called Lord Loss.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I know. I know.
I'm sorry.
I know. Was it made by the guy that made Percy Jackson?
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. I'm just gonna look up Lord Loss. I think it'll be connected to it.
Okay, I'll keep reading.
I'll do it on my high-tech cellular device. We live in a day and age where I can do that.
We do indeed have technology, after all.
We have the technology. We can rebuild my credibility. That's a joke, but we can.
We had a lot of fun back then. 7 years passed.
Deviantart, that's what it was called.
Deviantart, that sounds familiar.
One of the stories, like, had this exact same setup where it's like this kid, he comes home and his family is getting, like, horribly butchered by demons. And he, like, goes to these foster homes and he keeps, like, having these, like, relapses where he, like, remembers it. And at some point, someone comes to him and, like, shows him the picture of the demons he found. And it's like, look, shut the fuck up about this. I'm going to adopt you. You got to pretend that you've never seen this before, and then we can talk about this when you get out.
That's fucked up. That's a fucked up thing to do.
It worked.
Yeah. Fair enough. I need to check out those books. I have a bunch of books.
They're really good. They're surprisingly dark for kids, like for young adults.
Well, I mean, yeah, that kid's parents just got slaughtered by demons. Freaking 7 years passed. 7 years passed away. Oh no, not 7 years. Rest in peace, man.
Rest in piss, you fucking asshole.
And those peaceful 7 years. In those peaceful 7 years, I never saw Harkness.
No, excuse you. In those peacefully 7.
In those peacefully 7 years, I never saw Harkness.
I've never seen 7. Like, I would describe those years as 7. They were so peaceful.
7 out of 10 in terms of peacefulness. Which was more comfortable to talk with others. Okay. In the past years, I've studied to become a firefighter. Oh, which was really easy for me. I passed the test.
Excuse you? Dickhead, fuck you.
It was really easy to become a firefighter.
It's really easy. That's why you're not fucking Stipe Miocic. You can't be a firefighter and a cage fighter at the same time, dickhead.
It was really easy to become a firefighter. I passed the test with ease and made Carl and Jenna proud. Oh.
Well, Jenna, it seems like this guy's being sincere, but he just can't help himself. It seems like dreams come true now.
Is he about to have a stroke?
Patting you on the head is not.
Is he having a stroke? Why does he sound like that?
Look, that's special. Okay, leave him alone.
Okay.
See, like, just like mom, she can't, like, mom can't have children and dad can't have,
Yeah,
like,
brain cells.
Like, brain cancer and they have to remove a part of his frontal lobe.
Dude.
Who's nicer about it than Jenna? He doesn't bring it up at random. We just kind of notice it.
What? Do you want to do Jenna's voice as well?
I don't know. It sounds like, well, yeah, kitty, just a kitty. There's no something. You're really real fucking face now. Jenny was really proud, and then she was patting him on the back and almost cried and hugged me and snapped my spine because she was a very big lady.
He was quite peaceful. Me and my two parents who have the same voice.
That's why we fell in love, because we like listen to each other when we have sex. And then she said, and then I said, and then she said, oh no, I can't give birth to my uterus.
No one that's watching understands what you're saying. Just thinking of the party at that night.
I've been drinking in my defense.
When I became a firefighter made me happy. It was really funny and a little embarrassing.
He wanted to be a firefighter. I couldn't believe him. He was only 14, but look at him now. 20 years old, handsome, UFC champion. Who's going to be UFC champion forever, too. Who's that big black man waiting outside?
I hate the fact.
Stipe Miocic's coronation before his second fight with
Francis.
Francis Ngannou.
Fucking. I was having some.
Sorry.
I wasn't having a good week last week because I got COVID, but I was. It started off on a real bad foot because I was scrolling through Instagram and I found that the UFC Instagram had posted a brand new fucking cage-side footage of Stipe Miocic fucking dying in the octagon.
Oh yeah, thanks for that, fucking asshole. Why don't you give fucking Ngannou a new fight and pay him what he deserves?
Yeah.
So I can see him fight again.
Please.
He's willing to fight anyone right now. Just give him something.
He's fighting gone, isn't he? Oh no, Stipe. I want Stipe to fight fucking anyone. Let him fight Volkov. Let him beat the shit out of Volkov.
Beat the shit out of Volkov. That's not nice. What did Volkov do to you?
No, I love Volkov. Volkov's literally one of my favorite fighters, but I also just want to see Stipe Miocic fight someone, and I know he'll beat Volkov.
Again, that's not them. I don't even like talking shit about him, but it's like everyone. It's like Volkov's become the new what's his name? The tall dude.
Seven Struve.
He's become
Oh.
Struve was like a gatekeeper extraordinaire. Come on.
Yeah, but Struve, I like Volkov is better than Struve, I'd say.
Unquestionably, I'm just saying.
Anyway,
Okay, sorry.
it was quite peaceful.
20 years old, I had him. I wouldn't be surprised if a crowd of young men and
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if a crowd of young and beautiful ladies right after.
I read that as I was surprised at this surprisingly progressive mom. It's like I wouldn't be surprised if he had men and women hanging out together. I don't know where my mind was.
Carl laughed.
I wouldn't be surprised if a crowd of young and beautiful ladies ran after him.
Carl laughed when he spoke at the microphone so all the people they invited could hear him. So.
You can be this voice, why not?
So. That's a terrible voice, but I'm going with it anyway. So, you're a fighter, right? That's when I met Meredith. Her voice was beautiful. Indeed it was. Her voice was as beautiful as she looks. Her blonde hair sparkles when the light hits her.
Yeah.
I was embarrassed at that moment. Oh no, he's Khabib, remember?
I wasn't embarrassed with my fucking dad.
Yeah, like, so it said a bunch of ladies and women run after me. He's Khabib, remember, by the way.
Oh yeah, yes.
Carl was talking about when they adopted me at the background.
What?
He was talking to the wall.
It was like bragging. Hey, have you seen my super handsome son? He is this.
How I acted when I for the first time saw their house and all. So, how does it feel to be a firefighter? Meredith leaned closer to me, and that's when I saw Harkness again. Oh no, he's returned. He was grinning wider than ever. I could.
Again, like, I'm sorry, I'm just like in our head canon. He's like, comes out, just remember that creepy smile comes out. He's like punching his fist. Like, do it.
You should murder her.
Smash her.
He was grinning wider than ever. I could feel his demonic aura. Just looking at his face, his rat lip made me angry.
I wouldn't say that I'm angry at Concept, even if he shat my oatmeal.
Damn.
Because he was the kind of guy who's eager to, like, oh, you want to do something about it? Like, no. I was just saying that it wasn't nice of you.
I wasn't. If it wasn't for him, I would have a different life. Maybe better than this. But I'm happy with this life.
Hardness.
I murmured and left the party. Oh, just ditch that bitch. What I didn't know was that Meredith was following me.
What is with these names? This is like, what does it take place during, like, Victorian era?
What? A Victorian era firefighter.
I need to, like, it's like Victorian era version of, like, Steve Bezos with a giant mustache.
Hey, handsome guy. She shouted and jumped at my back.
Jumped at my back, got into, like, a backpack position and brought me down. Chokehold. My title. God damn it. I just got it.
It's Charles Oliver.
Oh no, it's fucking, I ripped the wig off. It was Ryan Hall the whole time.
Hey, I'm so glad to see Ryan Hall winning again.
Then he choked me out and then shrugged.
Yeah. Jumped at my back. Just look at her. Oh, that was Harkness.
I don't know anyone is, like, right now. This is so disjointed. New speaker, new paragraph, you fucking mouth breather.
Just look at her. Harkness paused and took a close look at her figure. Wow. Kenneth, my little boy, is growing up so quickly. I just hope that the demon would just shut up and go away again.
I don't know what's happening.
It's so hard. The fucking new paragraph, new speaker, new line. It's making it so hard to actually understand.
So this lady is, like, so extremely thirsty for this guy at this party.
Yes.
Like, she is horny. She's all horned up.
Yeah, she wants the dick of this firefighter.
It's like, who are you talking to right now? I was like, oh, it's my satanic best friend. It's like, okay, I'm into that.
Cool.
I like double dutch.
Kenneth, what is wrong? You look tired. Meredith, I'm doing the fucking Alexo, like, fucking awful group buzz type voice.
I miss Alexo so much.
I do too. They had the highest quality voice acting.
Make more music reviews. His music reviews are fucking great. Yeah. I found a lot of good albums because of him.
If I'm gonna be honest, if he asks, I would let him come on the show anytime, frankly.
I've let for good, like, I just heard the first few said, like, if he asks, I will let him come. I was like, oh, on the show. Oh, okay. Thank God.
I don't think I'm not that much of a fan. I'm sure there's someone out there.
I don't know. Unless it's got to get some PewDiePie level subscriber count to care about that.
Meredith went closer to me. Khabib.
I'm just tired of all this bullshit. I should go home now. Go tell Carl and Jenna you're waiting home for them.
Well, I think it's better if they don't know. Meredith and I began to date after that. Yeah, because that was a good...
So when are we going to get to the character who's like his best friend? Like his,
oh, yeah,
like
Sarah.
We get Daniel Cormier is what I'm trying to say.
Oh. Because, yeah, they just dropped that character, Sarah, from the beginning.
Oh, yeah. Like, I wonder if I legitimately wonder if she comes back.
Well, we still have a fucking we got a good amount to go, so I'm guessing she'll probably come back. Meredith and I began to date after that, even though it was annoying that Harkness is always with us. She couldn't see him mocking her and all, but I'm afraid to tell her. She would break up with me. Yeah, I'd probably break up with my partner if they told me a demon.
I think didn't I give him? No, that wasn't him. That was someone else. Like I gave someone like a McGregor voice. I was trying to remember. I just imagining McGregor like hovering around trying to give him that shitty Proper 12 whiskey, pissing him off because like he's trying to do a Khabib. He's like trying to piss him off. Like, oh, why don't you drink, pussy? He's like, I don't drink.
You know, Khabib with Connor as his demon on his shoulder. That's actually very fitting.
That sounds legitimately frightening because that means that Khabib's gonna be in a bad mood every day, all day.
Oh, where the fuck was I?
Khabib in a bad mood.
She would break up with.
McGregor cheated several times in that fight, and he still got beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah, fucking Khabib. What a fucking gorilla that man was.
Oh, sorry. I need to stop doing that. Go on.
She would break up with me, and will think I was crazy and need a mental check. Maybe I need a mental check. Well, anyway, Meredith began to act differently a few weeks later. She would check her phone more often and go talk with some friends. I know. I was suspicious. She's fucking someone else. I was suspicious at that moment.
I always wondered why she ordered pizzas like 15 times a day.
But then I overheard her talking one day. Not now, John. I'm with him now, and I don't know when we will do that. The time will show. A few days.
Talking to the pool boy, and I don't know. She always made like weird looks at the pool boy and the pizza man, the mechanic, and the local priest, and
For a few days, I speculated who she was talking with. Maybe she was cheating or just talking with her friend.
I'm stroking my chin right now.
So am I. But I got even more curious. So I sneaked on her phone while she was taking a shower. Miss you, John. Heart emoji. We'll be right there. I will sneak. Oh. This is fucking ridiculous.
I think that's John.
Yeah. I will sneak away tonight so we can see each other again. Heart.
Oh.
Reading those messages she sent. Oh no, that was also her. Sent to John made me angry. Just thinking about how she tells me how much she loves me more than anything else made me even madder.
They're having sex. Like, I don't remember this being so spacious. Like, I'm not touching anything right now.
It took me a second. Dude.
It's like, I don't know, like, I'm fucked up, sorry.
It's alright, man. Dude. Why not accept the offer? Heart. You can join a threesome at any point, my friend.
That's the only ever like, hey man, come on, like, as long as he's offering. Don't be selfish. He's not like, but that's my wife. Like, that's my girlfriend. It's our girlfriend. It's the community girlfriend.
He's like, this story is spiraling. Heartless floated above me. It's Khabib.
Shut the heck up. Oh, he's using harsh language now. You shut the fuck up, Harkness.
I yelled loudly and left the room. Keith, who are you talking to? Meredith came from the bathroom. Came out from the bathroom, half covered in a wet towel.
Main character just gets the phone and just like, okay, I will come. Just I come over. Just send me location.
You snuck it in. You made it natural.
Can I start now?
What? Oh yeah, you can read. Yeah, you can read.
Hold on, let me get some more liquid courage. And by that I mean sake. I'm taking small shots.
You're good, man.
I don't know if that's how you're supposed to do it. This is good though.
It sounds the way you're talking, it sounds pretty good.
It's sweeter than I expected it to be too. I think it might be the brand though. For a few days I speculated who she was talking to.
No, next one.
I didn't say a single word.
Oh.
I have wild grasp of English. I just threw her mobile phone towards her and got out of her apartment room. That's apartment room.
The
Why
one.
do you do this? you do that with like the orphanage home and the apartment room. That's. I never heard from her again, but I made my heart shut up to 15%.
It's Christian.
I thought I had found a boyfriend-free girl to call my own, but no.
Khabib Chan.
That's legitimately frightening. Imagine if Chris Chan like had sambo training.
I don't want to imagine that at all.
That video where he's like threatening Clyde Cash is like legitimately grappling.
It's like send me. No, it's actually threatening because he actually could definitely kick the shit out of him.
Send me location, Clyde Cash. Bob Chandler will be a domino.
I don't like this. I don't like this demon I've created.
Oh Lord, I'm getting lightheaded. When Carl and Jenna learned that she cheated on me with another man named John, they actually talked to me, asked me things and helped.
Yeah, they patted me on the back. They were like, "I'm sorry that his name was John. It could have been, at least it wasn't Kyle or Keith."
They're like patting on the back like, don't worry, Sam. We've all been with your girl.
I mean, have you seen her at parties?
Like, why do you think you invited her?
3 years.
She's my girlfriend, and Jenna's girlfriend, and Jonathan's girlfriend, and Elizabeth's girlfriend, and Francis and Ghana's girlfriend, and Volkov's girlfriend. Look, even Brendan Schaub, and he wasn't even good lay.
I refuse to believe Brendan Schaub's a good lady.
Asking me things, I don't know, maybe he is. He just like sucks at literally everything else he does.
Yeah.
I felt lucky having them as my foster parents. 3, God, we're just like skimming through
time skipping all the time.
3 years slowly passed by, and I don't remember how many I've dated. I'm just trying to find a right girl for me was difficult. What if that was like, I want to see you again? Maybe that was just like an old friend, you don't know?
Yeah.
Like, it's weird that we don't have closure on that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's weird that this is what the story has become.
So what is happening right now? Okay, this is the story of your OC's self-insert character, and it's very important that everyone knows that my character was cocked. That's a very integral part of my character and his demon bird friend.
Yeah, my character has 2 traits. He was cucked, and he has a fire demon.
Let me tell you something. They fucking ruined his girlfriend too. Like that John destroyed her. Like she could fit a pineapple in there. He's like.
Okay.
Like imagine like his fins like reading it to him as like, why do we need to know this? Like, it's really important to the story, guys.
I'm not projecting at all. This is really important.
So this Tyrone game.
Okay.
Figuratively and literally.
So.
I remember. God. So I learned how to talk to them. Just talk sweetly with them, and they'll follow you everywhere that you go. Well.
Sexist.
Is Flame Freak a pickup artist?
Is this where we're going with this?
I was slacking off at the fire station.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
We had nothing to do that night. But then an alarm rang loudly, and my coworkers quickly began to take their firefighter uniform on.
Oh.
They put the switch on, and then we transformed like Sentai style.
They transformed into the fire truck.
Like it was like a fucking Devastator from Transformers.
They're like Voltron. They're like.
Why was I singing a He-Man theme? It's been so long since I watched Voltron. I don't remember the theme.
I never watched Voltron. Even the good one, apparently, I didn't watch.
Men in uniform yelling at each other, telling them to hurry up to the fire truck. So, yeah, the climb on our backs. We transform so we can turn off the fire. So we can turn off the fire nearby. God damn it! People keep putting on the fire switch. I keep telling them turn it off.
I don't understand how many times I have to tell them not to turn on the fire switch. That's
why every house should have a fire safety manual. So like, yes. Okay, when your fire gets out of control, so you go into the fucking switchboard.
Every house has a fire room, don't you know? There's just a room in every house that's just an open fire. Like a fire pit with like a raging inferno inside.
Well, what? You mean yours doesn't have one? Come on.
Damn.
Look at this poor person, doesn't even have a fire phone. Kenneth, hurry up or Kenneth, hurry up or the boss will talk with you again.
One of my coworkers took my wrist and dragged me.
So, like, that's not even like he's gonna reprimand you. It's like, no, it just bosses gets really lonely, and if he sees you slacking off, he'll think that you have free time, and he's really awkward to talk to. He
like pulls out a deck of cards, but he's not very good.
Oh god. He wants to talk about like, hey, so you seen the new? I watched Big Bang Theory. You want to watch it with me? Like, no, please.
So have you ever tried this thing called jujitsu? It's pretty fun. You should try it.
No.
I'm okay.
I'm actually in wrestling classes.
Oh, damn it.
God damn it, I got another one slipped away. You must really suck at a sales pitch when people are someone's willing to go to find the 0.2% of the fucking wrestling schools. Aside from like the 99,000 like Brazilian jiu-jitsu classes.
Moments passed away.
I was watching The Burning House. It was my foster parents. Oh my god! Am I home? Oh Jesus! And the fire made crackling noises as it burned the house down to ashes, along with a little girl that was being carried by a tall man for some reason.
Do you remember the fucking story, Zero, that we read on Bean Daddy's channel?
I don't remember. What was it about?
It was about a fucking girl. It's Jeff the Killer, but it's a girl. But what the main plot point at the beginning was that her fucking parents like crashed their car and fucking burned, and she watched. She was like,
yeah.
I just.
Oh dang it!
They're using the same plot point where it's like, oh, I guess they're on fire now.
Well,
I guess my parents are on fire.
That really stings my jimmies, sir. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Yes. I was scared, but angered. Such a beautiful fire.
Oh, this is Katniss. This is Harkness.
Oh, sorry.
Such a beautiful fire. I wonder who set it up. Right, Keith? Kenneth? Harkness
asking me would just make me Madden. Rest in peace, Madden Man. From the Madden games.
I heard. Damn. That was sad.
Fuck everyone who's been talking shit about him after he died.
Yeah.
I put my gas bag on and tightly grabbed my axe and went for it. Like, it's gonna, like, chop down the fire.
I'm here to stop you, fire.
Just a mighty axle off, like, I have the power.
Slap the fire and irons. You're going to jail.
I entered my burning home in search of Carl and Jenna, hoping that they were alive and well. Carl, Jenna. I kicked the doors to enter their rooms, but there was no sign of them. No sign of my protectors or saviors. Excuse me. And no sign of these two people that actually loved me and took care of me as their own child. By the way, she couldn't give birth to anyone because of her uterus. She's not giving money, so I thought.
Yeah, it's kind of it rubbed off on me. Now I have to mention it every time I bring her up.
And then she would start crying not because I upset her, because I'm so proud. I taught him well.
I raised a good little party pooper.
I got frustrated, the anger building inside of me, blaming myself that I could have just stayed home. What, huh? Well, okay, this is irrational. People blame themselves for unavoidable tragedy sometimes. Okay, not gonna linger on that. I helped them. I stopped in a moment and began to cry. My sight got blurred and a thick fog made it impossible for me to see. I took my gas mask off. Big mistake of a fire. No.
Yeah. No shit.
A big mistake of a firefighter is not tightening the holes quite enough. You just did something that's mentally retarded.
You just literally killed yourself.
Wouldn't they make him stay home just in case? I think there's something.
Yeah, no,
right?
there's something.
I don't think they would let him go out, because it would probably affect his state of mind and his ability to perform his duty.
One moment.
I don't know. I'm assuming.
One moment. I'll be right back.
All right, so it's just you and me again, chat. What is everyone saying? Okay. We're getting more Russian bots. You're not going to interfere with this election, buddy boy.
Oh no, not the Russian bots.
We're not interfering with this election. This is a democracy.
You bastard. Get out of here.
We're patriots here.
Where were we in this?
What am I looking at? Where? This is open in separate browser for some reason. Separate browser.
I screamed.
In pain as the fire hit me in the face.
He punched you.
The fire hit me as hard as Miocic did. And the flame got hot as it caught me. I shouldn't have stopped. I shouldn't have moved forwards in search of my foster parents. The fire was eating my right skin.
Your right skin? Opposed to your wrong skin.
At least it's not hitting my crotch. That's the wrong skin, thank God. My skin felt melting away as my body is on fire. I was screaming, crying in pain.
You know, Kenneth, I can save you from this hell.
Martinez softly laughed.
I can make the pain go away. Only if you say yes.
Yes.
Good.
That's literally the fucking backstory to Freddy Krueger. Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't know why you're expecting any originality.
Hardness is literally a dream demon that just plays the long game.
He's a fucking dream demon.
He's a literal floating sperm then. I blacked out. Just like my ex got blacked out. I couldn't remember what I was doing, but I felt the flames burning my skin.
I'm gonna be real. Earlier when you said
I can't feel anything down here.
Yeah, you said I couldn't feel. Oh no, when my crotch I can't. That's the wrong skin. I was like, it's not touching. His wrong skin's not touching anything anyway. With how deep, with how wide it is down there.
I felt the flames. I didn't feel the flames burning my skin anymore, which is a good thing for me. No, I'm not on fire anymore. It's pretty good. I feel proud of myself. I think I've accomplished something right now, not being on fire.
I could hear myself.
a dark room, but it wasn't my voice. It was Harkness who was laughing, dark, deep, evil, and demonic as always. I saw a door right beside me, and there was a sign that reads, "For freaks." That suits me well. I tried to open it, but the door was locked. Harkness. I whispered up and no reply. Harkness, send me location.
He shouted.
The demon tricked me. And he said I couldn't feel any pain, but if I said yes, I would rule the world with ease.
Ha 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 ha. Yes, my unholy soul. Ha 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 ha. Yes, my unholy soul and your solid body. That's
appeared before me.
I suppose both the characters that we've referenced in relation to you both do have solid bodies, but it's very strange to just say that out loud.
As your ex would say, that I don't think she would say you have a solid body. Kind of watching it on you with literally every single sentient being.
Well, maybe his body's solid, but the thing down there is not.
It's not that John's like. The funny thing about John is that he's below average. Like, what does that make you? Sticking out his tongue like a stick is actually creepy. What do you mean by dead?
Well, I was inside this cell before you, and I want to get out and have some fun. ... On Earth, not in this hell. The demon
paused and looked around.
What I mean by this is ... I need a real human body. For I need to bring the light. When I come up there, I couldn't do nothing. Like touch and talk with others. But then I saw you playing football with your friends, and you looked at me and smiled.
Yeah, I definitely should not have done that.
It's hindsight's a bitch.
I thought you looked like lonely out of town kid, and I wanted to be friendly.
Har 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 har. That is when I knew that I need your body so I can go berserk up there.
But that won't be finished anytime soon. The mangaka died. No, you fucking weeb. I'm not talking about that.
It's your line, by the way.
What do you mean by dead? I couldn't get what he was saying.
You really are clueless, kiddo. I can only use your solid body. Stop calling it a solid body. It sounds creepy.
I mean, to be honest, let's be fair. I mean, you are like a 9 out of 10 at least.
I can only use your solid body because you're the only one who can see me. I can't enter a human who can't see me because I'm a low-ranked demon. I'm pretty subclass.
Get wrecked, pussy. Get me out.
I whispered.
Harness smiled and tilted his head.
How about no?
That damned demon wouldn't let me out. I don't know what he did up there, but I sure don't want to know. I attacked him. I punched him. I put him in the chokehold. I smashed him against the fence. I put him in a Dagestani handcuff on him.
I fucking neck cranked him.
That's the one thing that I don't agree with Khabib. It's like, why did Conor tap? Like, why doesn't he go out? Like, you didn't want a neck crank. It wasn't a choke.
Yeah, no, he literally could not. He literally could not have gone out in that position. He just would have had his teeth broken.
Khabib should have stopped it before that because there was no way he was going to get out of that.
Nah. And I don't think he did.
He was very inconsistent.
Yeah. Where the fuck were we?
I'm sorry, I actually fought a demon, which is quite unbelievable.
Indeed it is.
I was getting tired of getting fooled, tricked, getting bullied, and getting cheated on. Multiple. So it wasn't just like with Meredith. It's just like he got touched by multiple women. That's very important to the story of my character, by the way.
I released my body parts and squashed this demon like a bug.
I let my anger out on this demon and not on the people who made a fool of others, but this demon was the one who made me a freak to the others' eyes. Well, you could have chose to not say anything.
Yeah, you could have just not mentioned him to most of the people.
Like, you probably would have fucked off to find someone else to, so they could see him.
The only reason he's here is because he baited you to talk to him.
Do you think the demon's just, like, is the reason why he keeps getting cut?
No, I don't think that's why.
No,
but wait, because it mentions earlier, it alludes to the concept that he's the one that set the house on fire, but he can't touch or talk to anyone, so I don't know how he would have done that.
maybe he's lying and he's just like saying it to piss him off to get him to better conquer him.
Probably.
It's like, oh, this is useful. I can use this.
Or maybe the author just forgot.
maybe the author didn't put any thought into it.
Maybe the author is JC the Hyena.
No, I don't know if this guy's try to diddle codes.
Yeah, that's
I wouldn't go that far. Momo's passed away, tired, and my hands hurt from the punching. I finally stopped and looked at Hardness. He was still smiling.
Not a small human like you is going to beat me down.
Hey, Khabib used to wrestle light heavyweights for fun.
He used to wrestle bears.
He didn't attack back. I just stared at him blankly, not saying a word. Just stare. Is that an order?
yeah, you audience, stare at the screen.
Stare at it and give me a 5 out of 10 stars. Wait, I mean 5 out of 5. No, it's too late.
Wait,
Well, joke's on you. I was gonna give you a 0. Anyway. How are Carl and Gina? I whispered. The demon right in front of me began to laugh, dark and evil.
Hey, I'll take over after this.
Okay.
If you want to know about it that much, why don't you take a look? And he does like I'm headcanoning that he does like fucking weird hand gestures as he does it. like
just taps his nose twice and does a spin.
I was imagining he just like fucking circles his arms a couple times and it just appears.
Like, clicks his heels like 3 times together.
I woke up.
Wearing his ruby slippers.
I woke up not in the cell anymore, but right. Not in the hell cell anymore, but right in the middle of a flaming inferno. So I guess it wasn't really an improvement.
I probably should have just stayed there and just like appreciated the fact that I wasn't dying anymore.
Yeah, I screamed and tried to step away from the middle of the fire, but something was off. My body was on fire, but I couldn't feel the fire burning my skin. Though my body feels warm.
Yeah, that's a bad sign.
He has the fucking Tiki-Toby syndrome, I'm guessing.
Oh, God.
Of course.
Right?
Right?
That means that you're basically invincible and...
Yeah, because being on fire, having no pain means you can just be on fire and it's fine. Though my body feels warm and hot, and I wasn't sweating or felt burning, it was just normal. Okay.
Sounds like a regular training day in Dagestan.
Yeah, they set themselves on fire.
Deep into this shark pit. The sharks are on fire, by the way.
I placed my hands to my face. It felt a bit weird, but at least it's not burning anymore. While wondering what is happening to my body, I looked around and began to search for Carl and Jenna again, but something didn't feel right. The other firefighters was not in any sight. They were gone. In any sight.
Any sight whatsoever.
Anyone.
Not that side, not that one over there, not that one that's sitting like
you know how multiple people have... You know how people have 20 different sites, you know? It's like that, but a little different. There's no way.
Sites, yes.
I thought that they found Carl and Jenna and moved them out from the burning house. I quickly ran towards the door and left the house on wildfire. On wildfire, okay. What I saw horrified me. These corpses lying on the ground that have deep holes in their firefighter uniforms and blood everywhere on the ground. My coworkers have been murdered. Some of their limbs is separated from their bodies, like almost an ritual or something. Then I looked at my axe. It was bloodstained. There was some flesh and hair on its sharp end.
What happened?
I asked myself. Looks like I got carried away while you was gone. That damn demon Harkness. How dare he come back after what he did to me and my coworkers?
You didn't.
I shouted angrily, tightly grabbed my axe even more and swing it towards him, but I missed again and again and again. You can't hit me, Kenneth.
Oh my god.
Because I'm just part of your imaginary.
Obviously, you're saying a coherent sentence because I'm cutting you off before you can finish it.
I yelled.
Thanks for quarterbacking, buddy.
I yelled. Someone. I believe this is a parent. Yeah. I heard a fade voice and turned around to see.
I just imagine like he can't, because they sounded like they can't tell if it's his mom or his dad.
Yeah. I like fade voice. She's got the fades. She's got like the sides of her head.
Well, the fire does that. It's life changing. I thought we've been over this. I read Death to Kill Her.
The fire gave her her drip.
The fire touched my roots.
I turned around to see who it was and swung the axe with me. I hit something soft and hard inside. Blood squished out from the open hole that belongs to someone dear to me, my foster mother, Jenna. The demon beside me laughed as hard as he can. My heart skipped a beat as Jenna fell limbless. He cut off all limbs at the same time.
This is almost as bad as the fact that I had cancer in my uterus.
I looked down at her. Her neck was open. Her throat was exposed. I tried to close her neck using my own hands. There was so much blood and I couldn't stop it.
I know that's supposed to be like him pressing his hands against the wound to keep her from bleeding. But I just imagine like she's trying to put her neck back together and just like trying to hold her head and like hold it in place like, oh, see fixed.
I like to imagine he's like trying to sew it with his axe. Like he's trying to use his axe like a sewing needle, but it's not working. It's too big. It's like
Oh, it's too big.
Terrible.
That's never what Meredith said to you, by the way.
Oh, it's you again.
What the fuck?
I heard Carl calling my name. I looked up, and he was looking at his beloved wife, who can't move. Can't move. Yeah, I guess she can't anymore.
Well, yeah.
On the ground with an open neck that is oozing blood, and there I was, a bloody axe on right hand and left hand on her open neck. It's
it was accident.
I tried to explain.
Hardness, he was get the fuck out of the way, dickhead.
He wasn't even looking at me. Carl kicked me away from her.
Super kicked. Just like Shawn Michaels style, super kicked him in the jaw. I'm sorry, I love you.
He kicked him away, and that is very understandable. His eyes was telling me that he's getting angrier. I've never seen that look on his face, which was at the time made me scared.
I'm angry. This is my angry voice. I'm looking at you.
Oh, put me on the 70-inch TV anyway. It'd be cool. One of my friends is in the comments saying they were going to put me on their TV.
Excellent. I don't know who you are, but I deeply hate you.
So, hi, Joker. That's their name. Where the fuck was I?
Honestly, I feel say Susan Walchek for not putting Vinnce 12 on the trending page whenever he uploads. I feel like she was somehow find a way to fuck it up anyway, so I'm kind of grateful.
Oh, hey, Raptor's back. Nice. Anyway, he
Raptor
looked at me.
Raps.
Ego Raptor has arrived. My favorite YouTuber. He looked at me.
I've lost respect for you hearing that.
It's a joke.
I take it seriously.
Angry
I choose to
eyes.
take it seriously.
Angry eyes focus only on me.
Yeah.
I remember it clearly.
Angry eyes. I feel the hatred between. Well, not you and I, mostly me directed towards you.
It clearly when he attacked me, charging at me in full speed and beat me up. I think he lost himself back then. He was screaming loudly and rang in my ears for hours. The speed of his fists hitting my face and all was just painful. I couldn't take it anymore. I remember pushing him away from me, and when I tried to punch him, something different happened. Oh no.
Oh my god.
You want to finish up?
My hand caught on flame out of nowhere. Caught on flame. Yeah.
My hand caught on flame.
I was shocked and scared, but I didn't feel any burning like back when I woke up in the middle of the fire. That's when Harkness explained to me that I can control. Why would he do this for me?
Also, why he didn't add any dialogue? He was tired. He got bored writing the dialogue.
I'm just glad we're wrapping this up finally. Okay. So we finally get around to his origin story, like to the point why he can control fire, and we needed to hear about him getting cucked by Tyrone and Tyrell and
Tyreek. And we need to learn about his friend Sarah, even though she doesn't come up. Okay.
She probably would just come back to cuck him too. So Firecock, that's his new name, not Fire Freak. I can control the flames around me, or I can create them out of nowhere, since I accepted his offer just to save myself from the fire that had caught me back then. It gave me a few minutes ago. Back then, like all 10 minutes ago, before I murdered everyone.
Jesus.
It gave me the ability of controlling fires as a gift. I could hear the fire truck coming. What do you mean coming closer? It was a backup for in case something happened. That doesn't sound right.
Does not indeed.
What are you? Carl whispered in disbelief. He was scared, of course, but then something creeps through my veins. I get the dad's Bob's fat, and you just got fucking like punched in the face by Crow Cop. That's what happens.
Oh boy.
Something creeps through my veins. I weren't feeling like something new had awakened deep down inside my mind.
Could you say that it's creeping in your soul?
No. that is number one bullshit.
Okay.
I faced Carl and went to him with my flaming hand. I could see him breathing heavily. Sweat fell from his face and softly lands on the ground. I am Freak. I am Flame Freak. I smiled. Hearing the corpse of people burning to ashes is the best thing now. That feeling when a burning house collapses to the ground and spread like fire to the other houses, everything is just perfect now. Didn't your parents ever tell you never to play a fire? Mine didn't. Well, I think that you can infer that they would not want that.
Okay. Finally. I'm gonna read this.
This is the version of my backstory by OC Flame Freak, smiley face. I'm not really happy with the last one. This is the better one?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I have that one on the fucking lineup to read as well.
You can go fuck yourself.
The fucking...
Yeah, this is... What?
There wasn't much details and other things, but now I hope this one is ew. I don't... that's a anime face, I don't care. With others' help telling me what to improve, Wiss is finally done. Thank you, everyone. I am not a pro at writing stories and such but I'm really happy with this one. Also,
well, good for you, brother.
Good for you. I agree with you. I see that you moved accounts, so I don't care to actually like see what you're up to right now. But I hope you're doing good.
I will.
Oh no.
Let's see.
I would be really happy if you tell me which part you don't understand, and I can try to fix it. Well, I think I don't know where to start, to be honest.
I don't know if they drew this themselves. This is really good art, actually.
Oh no, the art piece that they did.
No. This apparently the account that they got moved to.
Oh Christ.
Hold on. Did they say that they? Okay, hold on. Let me see. I want to make absolutely sure this is. This is from an account moved to such and such. I might link it to you because, like, I'm not joking. This is actually like pretty cool.
Okay, I'm looking at their reference sheet for Flame Freak at the moment, and
does he look badass on a scale of 1 to 10?
No, but he does have a small deer monster.
Well, I thought you were gonna say he has a small pee-pee. We already established that.
I mean, we can infer that from the story itself. Weapon.
It's not necessarily headcanon. It's just like a fact of life.
Yeah.
So was he burned or not?
What?
So he does not look like a burn victim.
He's got little burns. If you look, he's got little itty bitty burns. Can control flames. No.
On the off chance this is you, if you watch this one day, I probably doubt it. Is this your Deviantart? Because I really do want to give you kudos because this is actually really well done on what I'm looking at.
Which ones did it say the account moved to?
It's called Unlucky Owl Freak, and it's again like this is actually surprisingly like interesting looking art.
I'm trying to see if I can find it. Where'd you find it?
It was linked towards.
Unlucky Owl Freak.
It says main account moved.
Okay, it's weird that they don't just give you a link to it, but.
Some of this actually looks cool. So, they went on to do better things. That's cool.
Unlucky Owl Freak. Yeah, no, that looks pretty rad. It's got like a weird clown monster.
I'm one of those weirdos that actually likes it when people move forward and actually like improves them from where they are.
No, it's what I like that. I don't like just like imagining that they just stay the same fucking like sad.
I like it to stay as distracted as possible so I have more to make fun of.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fucking, like, nihilist that thinks that.
Excuse me, is nihilist?
Gas mask deer.
I don't know.
But yeah, no, this was good. No, wait. I meant the stream.
Okay, well, the art that we're looking at currently is actually... Like,
the art was good. The art at the end that they made was good. The stream we just did was good.
Really fucking stupid.
Yeah, no, this was awful. There are 67 comments. And all of them are really long fucking comments.
Yeah, it's what you would expect. It's just like, oh, this is so good and awesome and it's original.
Yeah.
Like, I don't expect any, like, in-depth analysis on Deviantart.
They have a rating system, apparently, because 3 people used it in a row.
What does that mean right there? It's like overall, this is okay. Vision, originality, technique, impact. Like, what is impact? Impact of what?
What does technique mean?
Technique, like implies like. I also have to bear in mind that the people who probably made this website probably have a different vision of what they assumed like their viewer base would be one day.
Yeah.
Like just a bunch of people coming together who like really enjoy like art as a concept.
Mm-hmm.
And here is just a bunch of young people who... Oh, Fire Freak has a fan club, apparently.
Really? There's an entire fan club for Fire Freak?
It has 51 members.
Where?
I'll send it to you.
Oh, boy. Please do. Oh, God.
This is great.
I like this comment. Toasty Cosplay comments. Mwahahaha. And nothing else.
That was straightforward. I understood what you were saying. What the fuck? Character abuse mean? What the fuck?
What?
Download bigger image. Apparently, it's a meme to have your characters depicted as being abused.
Oh.
There's one bite mark, coughing up blood, bruised, tied up, blindfolded, scarred. I'm hoping this isn't a fetish. It probably is.
Oh, apparently Deviantart used to have another window that had a critique system, but they got rid of it, and I wonder
because
why.
people are being doo-doo heads.
Because it's Deviantart, so I'm guessing that is indeed part of the reason.
Oh no.
New offense, but your OC. No offense to your OC, but points finger. Demonic sacrifice. XD. Emoji. I knew it was demonic sacrifice. Picture of this one late night TV show, so I do not know the name of.
Okay, I think you accomplished a lot with that comment. You should be proud of yourself, brother.
Art, meme used to mean art challenge. It still means art challenge. It's just, why would you do that for them getting abused? That's fucked up.
I linked to, I guess this is the origin of the, hold on, let me see. Maybe I'm assuming wrong. Hopefully I'm assuming wrong. Because I like to think that there aren't as many degenerates in the world. I just played I was on Pixar the night, available here. So I decided to make a mean template of doing it. I figured the first time everything, right? Blah, blah, blah. Usable template. So I linked to that. They have one that they made for themselves. And they have another one of their character being bound up. So I think that for this person, it was a fetish.
My friend just commented they need to show me around Deviantart. No, you don't. I don't need you to, frankly. Oh, that's the cool person's.
I'd physically hurt you if you tried to drag me back on. I think I'd be completely right by the law too, because I am just an innocent young man, and that sounds like some form of abuse.
Where the fuck is this? Like, did you send me the them getting abused?
Oh, sure. Why not?
Sure.
Fuck it.
I have nothing else to do with my Sunday night.
I'm not nearly drunk enough.
Yes. Let me see.
I'm not even tipsy right now, and that's upsetting.
Oh my god. Do you remember? God. I've been in this fucking.
Thing I've seen in Deviantart, to be fair.
Oh no, this isn't even fucking close.
Not
I've
even in the top 100.
I mean, yeah. I've seen airplanes. Like, airplane furries.
Yeah, there's that. There's
It's very
that
strange.
one Sonic, that Tails comic with, you know.
This is art.
The creepy Tails image that you've probably seen before.
No, but I've seen a lot of war.
And I know there's some people out there thinking, well, is it really right to King Shaman? It's like, I don't care if it's right, is what I'm gonna do.
I will.
And
I'm not exploring Joker. I'm not exploring funny Deviantart pages. I don't care. I don't like. The only reason I'm going on Deviantart is to make fun of these fucking stories. I don't hang out here.
I don't dislike anyone who's on DeviantArt, by the way.
I don't dislike them because they're on DeviantArt.
I don't dislike for them being here. I dislike what they do here.
Yes, I hate what they become when they get here. This isn't. Who the fuck is this? This isn't fire.
Nah, yeah, click the,
Oh boy, here it is.
the source. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there they are. Bite marked, coughed up blood, bruised. Is that all you got? Tied up, not gonna work. We'll just burn them. Eyes rolling, blindfolded, scarred.
Now click there's a template down there. Click that.
Oh no.
And then I'll send you to the person who I think originated it, and they have their version beneath that. And
Spoiled kitten. Is that what? Oh, nope, there it is. Oh no.
yeah.
Oh, I really don't like that.
Let me just go ahead and look. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Yeah, don't go on their official page.
I don't wish to.
What is this? Is this real?
Is it? What is it?
Okay, for a second I thought that was like a.
I don't like fucking suggestive lip bite image of anime character. Oh hey, I know this girl. This is that Ghostface Nicole character that was around. There was a character that was slightly popular. I think she was like a D-list creepypasta OC, which is saying a lot.
This person, don't go on their main page because there's not completely lewd, but it's a slightly provocative image, I guess.
Yeah, I'm alright. I don't think I'm gonna explore.
I can't tell if it's supposed to be a femboy or not.
Oh, Jesus. But
I never get used to this in my whole fucking life. No, it's a female. I don't. Okay, but still,
ooh,
I don't want to.
Here
I'm
is.
done here. I've overstayed my welcome.
I'm just looking at fucking creepypasta OC roughs now. Here's Bleeding Man. Bleeding Man. I hope he has a story, because I really want to watch it. I really want to read it. Copy that shit. I'll paste it to you.
Is it like an even scarier version of Bleedman? You know, the pedophile?
No, it is not.
Does anyone even remember Bleedman?
It kind of looks like Toby from fucking Fat Creepypasta.
It looks like someone who had a vendetta against Toby and tried to... Or one of like fucking Dreams old school fans who like was also a Fat Creepypasta fan. Like, oh, I love Toby so much. I just want to dismember him. I love him so much.
It's fucking disgusting.
I mean, this looks better than most things I've seen.
Oh, here's Elliot the Pruner?
Elliot the Pruner?
The Prunner. It's literally just a girl in overalls with scissors, I think. Shears.
And she goes and she prunes your hedges, but this cuts it too low.
Oh, this is a fucking rabbit hole, frankly. Bella Bones.
I suggest we stop now.
Yeah,
because I want there to be a separate stream for when we like go down the OC rabbit hole.
Oh yeah, but
this is best we start for another time.
Yep. So usually at the end of these, I ask which one was to rank the stories we read from worst to best. So
the Tall Man is best.
Yes, I agree.
Second, the other, what was it called?
Letters from My Killer Sister.
That was second worst, just by virtue of at least being like brief.
Yeah.
And the last one was just terrible. And it's funny because it was probably made by someone who's like unquestionably more talented than the one that came before him.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna agree with you with your ranking. That Tall Man's the best, easily.
The ending made us almost like, it didn't make us like change our mind, but it actually like,
it caught me off guard. I was surprised.
Potential here.
Yeah, I was surprised by the end. I will say, Flame Freak is, I think it's better as a story than Letter from My Killer Sister.
This man who just can't stop getting cut.
I think it has more. I don't know, because part of me wants to say it's a little like better quality wise than Letters from My Killer Sister, because Letters from My Killer Sister was basically incomprehensible gibberish. However, it was also about 2 paragraphs long. Yeah, it was. Letters from My Killer Sisters was 2 paragraphs long, while Flame Freak was probably the same length as Jeff the Killer. And
it's nothing really interesting happens.
Yeah, nothing funny, at least. Well, besides him getting cut.
What you want about Jeff the Killer? At least there's a conflict, and there's some sense of tension in that Jeff actually is like fighting 3-on-1, and he's actually losing.
Yeah, at least.
That's what even the remake doesn't have.
Yeah, yeah, that's why the remake is also bad, and I will die on that hill.
And Banning's a douchebag who's like obsessed with himself. I'll say that right now.
I've made 2 video reviews on creepypastas that are objectively the stupidest shit I've ever read in my entire life. And in both, JK, in two of them, K Banning is in the comments saying that it's pretty good.
That's his middle name. I keep calling him for his middle name. I think it's the only one I can remember.
Banning?
Yeah, I think it's K Banning Kellum, I think.
Kellum. Because that's a fucking long-ass name.
I think Banning just also sounds kind of cool.
Yeah. Banning...
Well, it isn't Mr. Banning.
So because Banning commented on both The Cat, which is terrible. It's an objectively terrible story. That doesn't make any sense. And on Watch for Wandering Towers, which is also objectively a terrible story that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, I think it's, I don't know, like, my impression of him was soured significantly. Like, the whole thing with the Death the Killer remake contest and the fact that he was one of the judges.
Yeah.
It was his idea and his story won. And I'm not saying that he should be absolved from being able to win. And I'm not even saying, I've not read the other entries. So
one of the dudes that has been on Bad Creepypasta talked, the show with no name, the host of the show with no name, made a video about him. And yeah, they're also really bad. One of them just has Jeff raping Lou.
What really funked my opinion of him was his interview with he had a discussion with Slime Beast.
Yeah.
And it seems like people never are able to have a good showing when they're
no one can talk to Slime Beast and look good. It's a weird thing.
I'm including myself and overanalysts in that too. We did terribly.
Yeah.
So you gotta actually be able to call a spade. But he came off as kind of I don't know, kind of self-righteous in some respects.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's not right. I wouldn't shame someone like this. So you're saying that you should never criticize stories ever under any pretense?
No.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of that dude. The fact that he's in the circle was Mr. Creepypasta is telling for me too. I know it sounds like guilt by association, but
yeah,
some of the shit that I've heard that they get up to, no.
At least they're not grooming children.
That's one of the reasons why I don't like certain people. I'm a fan of wrestling, right?
Yeah.
And I'll say this for the record. Jane, I don't know what she's going by nowadays. Jamie Sterling, formerly Jim Sterling from. If you have anything to do with her from professional sense when it comes to wrestling, I immediately don't trust you because they're a toxic scumbag.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not what are you trying to say? Is that a political matter? It's not anything like that. It's just that this is the kind of dickhead who you don't want in your circles, and you should not do nice things for them.
Yeah.
In regards to inviting them to work your show.
Mm-hmm. It's just, I don't know. There's people I don't like to associate with,
Michael Lawal, that guy's kind of
creepy. Yeah. There's this guy, fucking Vinnce 12, that I'm just, I don't know if I can associate with.
Raging fucking racist.
Raging racist. He's a homophobic. He's sexist.
I love the gays. I have one in my closet right now.
Tied and gowned.
Tied up. I'm trying to praise the gay ways even worse. No,
But
yeah, this was fun.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed having you on tonight. But
So if you guys want to see more excellent bands, don't subscribe to my channel because I suck. But if you have more curiosity, I might as well go check it out.
Go watch it. He has more subs than me, and you.
That doesn't mean anything.
If you're sub to me, you're probably also sub to Vinnce 12, to be honest. But if you're not, go do that, you fool.
Bro, you fucking idiot, you piece of shit.
You dumb
every
baboon.
One of my fucking fans. I hate every single goddamn one of you. You make me sick to my goddamn stomach.
Also, subscribe to me. if you aren't.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this is his channel. It is wrong when I sue for custody.
I'm taking it all in the divorce.
Where's my child support, you fuck?
You're getting the child support.
See, this is where you could have retorted black men getting child support, not on my
I was gonna make a joke earlier when you said both my parents at the beginning of Firestarter, when you said, both my parents died. You're like, oh, this story isn't about me. I was like, yeah, your parents waited at least 5 years before they left you.
Hey, my dad left my mom.
The joke was there.
So, what was I gonna say? To end this off, we're going to have a competition, and here's how it's gonna go. I am Cain Vasquez, and you get to be Brock Lesnar. Prepare to die.
Oh no, I will not.
Bye bye, everyone.
Good night, guys. I'll be back hopefully soon with a new episode of Bottom of the Bin. This Walmart story is the fucking worst thing to write about.
But I should probably put something out now while I get the chance.
Yeah. Plug something.
Most likely I won't because I'm lazy.
That's fair. I am too. But